This program is rated 14+ and contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Be aware that all individuals were willing participants in the creation of this content. Although you may agree or disagree with the opinions, rhetoric, or topics, this program is for entertainment purposes only. No feelings were hurt during the filming of this podcast. Or maybe just a few.
When you look upon me, just know you staring at a boss. Put it in the bag, we ain't asking what it costs. I got some dead presidents I like to spread. I gotta get it out my head. Like and subscribe, gotta give a double tap. Catch a couple episodes, you can double back. I got opinions on my mind, I like to spread. I gotta get it out my head. I gotta get it out my head.
Alright. Welcome Out of My Head podcast. Blaze, Tone, what's good?
What up?
Yo,
What up, Greg? How you
Yeah,
feeling,
motherfucker,
Greg? How
I'm
you
chilling,
doing,
man.
Greg?
I'm living life, man. Today was a good week. I worked a lot.
Did you really?
Yeah,
The face afterwards.
I
Right.
did a lot of
I worked a lot.
Heavy lifting.
I did a lot of heavy lifting and directional
Yeah.
shit.
Manual labor.
Manual labor, yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to manual labor. What the fuck? I really worked hard this week.
I knew this nigga was gonna be out there trying to boss us around.
Word.
I knew that. I said,
Yo.
watch Greg show up.
Yo, listen, Tony got in the truck with some extra pair of gloves. He said, "Here, Greg."
I said, what the fuck I'm doing these?
He
looked at him. What I need these for?
I said, what's that for? Nigga Tone said, Greg ain't doing no work. The fuck you think we here for?
He's not doing no fucking work. That's why he called us. 7
Yo,
in the morning.
The funny thing is, I actually intended on doing work because I brought my boots. I had my dirty boots, so I was ready to go.
Hey, he just gave you the idea.
Soon as he said that, I was like,
yeah,
nah, this
right.
nigga right. Yo, soon as we pulled up, Thomas ain't had the second truck. I was like, we gotta go. We get another truck.
Nigga slid for
Yo,
an hour.
slid.
Them niggas
That's
said,
gravy.
Blaze, them niggas said,
That's
yo.
gravy.
I said, yo, the truck died because niggas didn't have the power on in the truck. They didn't have the ignition hitting.
Yeah.
So niggas was using the lift without the electricity and killed the battery on the truck.
Fuck the battery, yeah.
So we got this big
But you
ass
can't
pallet.
blame them because
They don't know. They only speak English.
Mexican.
And the sign was in English.
I give them a pass on
So
that.
it was like, what the fuck?
We gonna give them
But
a
there was
pass
one
on that.
English nigga in the whole group though, like so he should have, but he wasn't driving the truck though.
That nigga was from New York and he was 19. He was a Mexican from Queens. He wasn't a real
That
Mexican.
nigga was looking at the sign like, we be all right.
all right.
So yeah, this nigga said we got this 1,500-pound pallet on the fucking hydraulic and this shit is stuck.
Right.
So now we like, yo, what the fuck we gonna do? Thomas talking about some just pop it
Pick it
apart
up.
and move it piece by piece by
Right.
piece. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, we
Oh,
not
shit.
doing that. That shit
Yeah,
gonna break.
bullshit.
Eventually,
That would have been a good idea.
No, it
Because
wouldn't.
by the time y'all got one pallet apart, we would have been back
well,
with the troll. to
nah,
jump the
because
shit.
by the time y'all niggas got there, nigga, we done figured out that we could muscle it.
Right.
And we started
Basically.
picking
That's
that
why
shit
y'all
up as a
niggas-
unit.
Yeah, nah, what y'all figured out is that y'all can muscle it and then y'all gonna get paid more. That's what the fuck happened.
Nah,
That shit was more work than we intended
it was
on the
more
rip.
work than we
I thought
intended
niggas
for
was
sure.
gonna pull up with the forklift.
Yeah, same.
Young,
Same. I thought there was gonna be a
put it
forklift
in,
involved because you kept on
in
saying
the truck.
forklift, but it's really a fucking pallet jack.
It's a pallet jack.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, this motherfucker lied to me 8 times before I got
Yeah, we
there.
got a bulldozer.
I was like,
There was a
yo.
bulldozer coming. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
a bulldozer.
That shit a push cat.
I was
nigga.
like, God damn, nigga, come
It's
on,
a shopping
man.
cart, nigga.
Leave me the fuck alone, yo. Get your terminology right, Greg.
Yo, listen, nigga. All I know is y'all niggas came and helped.
Yeah, niggas got it done though.
Yeah, we got it.
Word. I appreciate y'all niggas for that shit.
Yeah,
Yo, that was a
nah,
crazy ass day.
Well,
A lot of fucking work.
okay.
But we got a special guest in the building.
Nice.
How would you like to be introduced?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, nickname, name,
Yex.
Yex.
We got a special guest in the building.
Aye.
Yex. we got Yex in the building. Welcome, Yex.
Welcome, Yex.
Thank you
Welcome.
for having me.
Why y'all
Yes.
niggas ain't clapping shit?
I know, right?
I had my dream- I had my
that
dream
really
like that.
sounded
Niggas
like
try
you
to be
needed a.
drunk.
Yeah,
I had
like
my
that's
dream in my
They
head.
clap for everybody else?
Nah, I just
nah.
made that up. I just made that up.
But that
one.
introduction sounded like a clap should have came after it.
I just made that up. She's about to
Yeah,
start
nah,
spazzing
Tone,
on
you gotta
niggas, too.
put that.
I'm
applause.
curious.
They clap for everybody else, ain't clap for me. What the fuck is that about?
That shit in the back of her mind the rest of the damn show.
Yo, but tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where you from? Whatever. What you do?
So I'm from New Haven.
You a little bit low. I'm gonna tell you right now. I already know. Speak like when you be doing that stuff. You be doing.
I can't do that.
You can't.
Not like that. That's different. I project when I
She like the best
When I-
spoken
What's that
word
stuff?
artist
when
in
I
the city.
when I do poetry, I project. I'm very loud.
Okay.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's different because it's like singing. I built from my diaphragm, so it's completely different.
Okay.
When
It's
I
harder to
speak,
do that when you're sitting down.
yeah, it's
Gotcha,
completely
gotcha.
different. But I'll try to be as loud as I possibly can.
Word. I think you're doing good so far.
Okay,
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm originally from Chicago, but I was raised in New Haven, so New Haven is home.
Word.
I've been here my whole life. I was raised in the Hill and still live in New Haven. So
Word.
you said, who am I?
Yeah. So what you do? You mentioned poetry.
Poetry is just one aspect of what I do. I wouldn't really call myself a poet. People roll their eyes when I say that all the time, but
They roll their eyes, so you be poeting. Your poetry be poetry.
yeah, I'm a good poet, but I don't like to call myself a poet.
She's so good at
Why
that
you look
shit.
at me like that, nigga?
Yeah, poetry. Be
She's
poetry.
so good at that
Yeah,
shit.
your
You gotta
poetry
go on
be
Google to
like, it be
understand some of
good
that
shit.
He's trying to be in the in crowd. That's
I-
why.
I
talking
get
that
it.
talk,
I got double.
I get what he's saying. It just was.
syllable.
What?
So you're good at poetry.
Yes.
I'm better than good, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So why you don't like calling yourself a poet if you're better than good?
It's like a rapper don't want to call themselves a rapper. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I do more shit than
Nigga,
just
them niggas
rap.
say I'm a drug dealer.
Nah, when a rapper say, when a rapper say I'm an artist, that's like bigging it up even
entrepreneur.
more. Like,
Actors.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But it's a humility thing, is what you're saying.
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
I'm trying to
I do better shit. The stuff that I
so
actually...
when you
So
say
you're
I'm not
more
a
than a
poet,
poet
it's
is
like,
what you're saying.
nah,
she's more
that's
than a
below
poet,
me.
yeah.
I be killing it.
Yeah.
Well, not just with the poetry. It's like really I do a lot of work in the social justice field. So poetry, just like when, people story tell when they do music. So poetry is the same way. I'm telling stories. So I'm trying to tell stories about what I'm really passionate about. People prefer to consume through art. People love art. So
Okay.
that's my art form.
So what kind of poetry you do?
It's mostly social justice focused
Okay.
work. So what I mean by that is like my work uplifts very often like the injustices faced by the Black and brown community.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
Word.
Yeah, I feel like three.
Let me
claps for
hear
that.
one.
Yeah.
Let me hear
I'm
one.
about to say snap.
We got
snap,
snaps.
snap, snap.
Word. Nah, so I actually been I don't want to say getting into it, but I've been to a couple poetry events in the last couple
They
months.
still call them like poetry slams, or is
There,
it?
slams
I
is a
started to
different
say
thing, but
poetry
yeah.
slam, but
I
I
wasn't
was
sure
like,
if that
I'm
was
not gonna
still
say
it.
poetry
Yeah.
slam because I don't know if that's
like
in
90s
no
type
more.
shit.
No, slam is a thing.
Okay.
So I represent the state of Connecticut. I'm on the slam team.
Okay.
So there's a team of 5 that represent
I wanted
the
to
state of
say
Connecticut.
Ayo so bad.
To what?
He wants to be.
She said she on a slam team.
That nigga, this nigga immature.
Yo, nigga,
Except I'm a
blame Rico,
female,
nigga.
so-
Right.
Blame
Yeah,
Rico.
yeah.
Like she a female.
I
Like,
know,
really work
but
the same.
y'all said, come on, man, y'all niggas made up the fucking game, and I'm just becoming a part of
Man,
it.
no Diddy, man. No
You
Diddy.
taking it too far, nigga. You taking it too far, nigga.
Don't blame me for fucking joining the game.
Rewind,
that I had
nigga.
nothing to do with it.
Rewind from the
But
time that
go
you
ahead,
didn't
continue.
Eject.
Yes,
Get that shit
they
outta
still do slams. Slams is like the poetry version of battle rap.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, see, I'll be going back and forth.
Yes.
Okay,
But then
okay.
it's just there's also just regular poetry sessions, like
Gotcha.
Is that why they call it a slam?
'Cause you slamming
Niggas got to
up
get
on
their
it.
ass
I guess.
tossed up or
Is
something.
it to
Yes.
get disrespectful?
I'm new
in the
to the
slams,
poetry
or is
slam
it
arena,
just
so
like,
Oh.
do it get
Oh,
disrespectful, like, or is it just like?
I don't know. No, it does. I don't
Artsy.
think it gets disrespectful unless you perceive it as disrespect. But a lot of people talk about not the same stuff, but it's a lot about the Black experience. So
Okay.
You know, people
So it's not
speak on their
taking up.
Yeah,
experience.
so it's not like going
It's
after
not
each other.
going after each
Does
other.
it
It's
ever-
just one up each other.
If it's a lot about the same thing, and you go to the same poetry, and the same crowd, does it ever get like redundant for you?
Nah, so if you think about our experience, it's so like multi-dimensional. We have so many different experiences. Black as a culture, and then there's so many subcultures within that. So, all right, we're gonna slam in Florida in June, the whole team. So we have to come up with group concepts. So one of them is gender wars. We have males and females on the team.
Okay.
So we gonna go back and forth with each other from the perspective of like what we see now on podcasts, on social media, how men are always bashing women, women are always bashing men. So we're gonna spit a piece on that, but it's me and the shorty on the team, we're gonna spit a piece about what good hair is. Because as black and brown people, very often you'll have people say certain hair is good hair. You feel me? But there's another piece we're gonna do about like our relationship with water as black people. You know, our historical relationship with water.
Swimming?
Yes. Well, not just swimming.
Just
So swimming is one. Being thrown into the sea during the transatlantic slave trade. Places like Lake Lanier, things like that. So we're gonna tie all of that together in a piece. So I think that the black experience is so expansive, you can't just be like, it can't get redundant. It's impossible. It's always something to talk about.
I asked that question because I recently went to a poetry. I don't know if it was a slam, but it was an event.
Okay.
And it was about the black experience.
Okay.
But I felt like every single poet was saying the same thing, and a couple of them would like do like 3 poems, whatever, and it was like the same poem each time.
You gotta look at it like this though. You hearing it like that? That's how niggas look at rap music though. Like
Nah, so I thought about that too, but it was more like
It was more verbatim.
No, it was more like
The message was
I wish I wish I could remember what it was exactly.
Are
what
you
they were
sure
saying.
it was the same thing or the same way? Because there are poets who will have the same exact cadence. So to
I
me,
mean, that could
sounds
have a lot to do with it.
I think
because
that's a part of it.
That could have a lot to do with it because me being new to poetry, it's just like being new to hip hop.
Bro, that's
and it's
how-
like all the hip hop music sounds the same.
That's how
Or
I
me
listen to New York drill. I feel like them niggas
Yeah,
is
yeah,
all
yeah,
saying
exactly,
the same
exactly.
rap.
All
I'm
sound
like,
like
yo,
the
y'all
same
niggas
shit.
all
that
saying
that
the
could
same
be
exact
it.
rap.
You might have hit it. Now, like the next time I go, I gotta listen to.
Listen to the cadence, the delivery.
Yeah.
Some people go like just like like bar structure. You can have 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2
It's
like
the same shit.
Yeah. So people will. There's a very cookie cutter cadence that the poetry scene has developed because there's one poet who had like this certain cadence and was doing workshops, and then everybody just took it and ran with it. So
You know who I think who else does that shit? The church does that.
yeah,
Oh,
with
hell
the
yeah.
preaching.
Like preachers
Hell
have
yeah.
the same
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
cadence. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what's funny though?
Not all of them.
It's
Not TD
wild.
Jakes.
It's wild that you say that.
That nigga talk about swallow.
That's a whole different breed. That's a whole different breed of cadence.
Whole different cadence.
No
Yo,
diddy.
so it's wild that you say that because like on a flip side, growing up, and this kind of like works with what we talking about because growing up into that type of church, I go to like an all white church type of shit, and I'm like, I
There's
hate
no
the
cadence.
way these niggas talk.
Mad
shit
straight
is
and direct.
weird,
They sound like Bill
Our
Nye.
Father who art in heaven.
It's like, yo, like, where is your energy?
What the fuck is
Like,
you
where
doing
the
at a
fuck
white
is
church?
the organ?
That's their energy, though.
Where's the organ?
Yeah, y'all remember?
Why nobody jumping up and down right
Why
now?
we
Anybody
not talking
remember
about why
celebration
is
of the
this nigga at a
Eucharist?
white church anyway?
Right.
What
Yo,
you doing
y'all
at a
never
white
at a
church?
white
Stop.
anyway?
Y'all never went to the big churches?
The
No.
mega churches.
Yeah, like y'all
Why?
never went to a
They
big
be
church.
black mega churches.
But y'all remember
Yeah,
celebration
why
of
you
the
ain't go to the
Eucharist?
black mega
Even
church?
black mega churches. I call those white churches too.
Nah,
Because they
Nah,
do
the
the,
black
they
ones
do
are
the
black.
same exact thing.
if it's a black preacher, then they not preaching like that.
Yeah,
no
they not
black
No,
mega
that's
preaching
church.
not
that.
true.
They not bringing
That's
that
not
big
true.
one?
I just went to
It
one in
depends.
Easter a couple years
Nah,
ago.
you was just
Nah,
trying
the
to get
one
away
next
from
to
it was
us.
a black church.
You trying to get
Last
away
year,
from
matter
us.
of
The
fact,
one
I was
next
a
to
black
Van
church.
Dome.
He keep telling
That's a
us
pretty
that he
big
really
church.
That's
wanna
church on
be
the rock.
around them
Church on the
white
rock.
It's a
guys.
white.
Yeah.
It's,
No,
listen,
no.
listen,
That's not a
listen.
white church.
Hold on,
That's
hold
not a
on,
white
hold on.
church.
I grew up in that church.
Get that
Hold
nigga
on.
O.
Hold
That's
on.
not a white
Hold
church,
on, the
though.
pastor
That
was
nigga
white.
O.
No,
Stop
the pastor's black.
Currently.
Get that
Currently,
nigga
yes.
O.
Yes, I
So
said
when
when I
you
grew
were
up.
there,
When it was white.
Help that
Yeah,
nigga
yeah.
Blaze.
That's my guy. But he was a
that's
different
what I'm
pastor. He
saying.
was
Help
different.
that nigga
He was
Blaze
different.
because he keep
No,
doing
no, no.
this.
He was different. That's my
He be
guy.
trying to
Nigga,
separate.
this
To
ain't
this
my
day, I
this ain't
still-
my
I still
field,
talk to
nigga.
him.
I can't help a nigga in this one.
Blaze like church.
This ain't my level of expertise.
Greg went to the church looking for customers. God gonna get you for that. God gonna
He
get you
said,
for
let the
that.
sun give you power.
That's not
If you
why
got a
you
credit
supposed to
score
be
over
there.
650, hallelujah, hallelujah.
That's not why you supposed to. And brother Greg in the back, nah, nigga, that's not why you supposed to be there. You're supposed to be there getting the praise.
Right.
The flyer
there
in
trying to
the
get
centerfold of the
customers.
Bible.
Give him a bookmark.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
that sound
man.
like greed to me.
Right.
That's
Definitely
prosperity.
It's not prosperity. But
Said it,
yeah,
go forth,
that's
and
what's up,
multiply.
man. The
What's our
poetry.
first game tonight?
All right, cool. So,
Oh wait, hold on, before we get into that,
Oh, yeah.
where can they find you?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
on
yeah.
like social media, any of that?
So, IG is Yasss Yex. So that's YASSS_YEX.
Copy.
Yeah, and that's it.
Copy.
just
Simple.
IG.
Just
Word.
IG.
Simple.
All right, don't look nowhere else.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, so for the game that we got going on tonight, not my sink, not my dishes. So the way this game works, if you guys do not know, Yex, you're new to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So not my sink, not my dishes is basically where we ask a question, and you respond whether that's your business or it's not your business.
Basically.
Whether you're getting involved, whether you're not getting involved,
Okay.
and it's going to always be some stupid shit. Just so you know.
Okay.
Last week is you see your aunt washing a chicken in a dirty sink. Just for an example. Don't answer.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah, yeah.
But
let
you
it-
know
I
what?
was just
Before
picturing
we-
it.
before-
Yeah.
before
that shit's
we- before we
nasty,
touch up,
I'm
before we touch up on this, you did mention something on the book, and I commented. I don't know if you've seen it. You ain't
I did
responded.
see it.
I want to talk about that because that was good. I want to talk
What?
about that.
Oh.
No, but we're gonna do it after the not my sink, not my dish.
Okay. All right.
All right. So boom, you find out the person you've been dating for over 10 years is a serial killer.
You dating for 10 years?
That's intense.
So let's put it.
Nigga said silly and then came out with the most.
That's great for you. That's great for you.
It'll be funny. Don't worry about it.
Give it a second.
Your mom died.
Hey, this how it go. And then the topics be somehow we end up having 20, 30 minutes of fucking
I mean,
conversation.
but I'm stuck on a dating for 10 years.
Yeah. So all right. So let's
Married?
dating
You
slash
dating
married.
for 10 years.
Let's call it dating slash
You
married.
been fucking with. Say you been fucking with
Let-
somebody.
Let's
for
say
10
dating
years.
slash married.
He hasn't let you in the house
After
yet.
10 years, you find out. Nah, y'all
You ain't
living
meet the
together.
family yet.
Y'all living together,
Yeah.
and you find out that they're a fucking serial killer.
God
I
damn.
mean, the funny shit is, this shit
Oh,
ain't-
you find
ain't-
out Lauren a serial
This
killer.
shit ain't all
the
too
fuck is you
uncommon
doing?
nowadays, yo.
Hey, yo, listen.
Where you
if
hiding the bodies?
listen,
'Cause I don't want you getting
hold
caught.
on, let's be clear. We all know a couple serial killers in the hood. We just don't classify,
We don't classify
them as
them as
that.
serial killers.
But if you
I don't know what he's
if
talking
you
about.
knock
I don't
off
know
more than
any
one
serial
person, you
killers.
technically a
I've never
serial
met a killer
killer.
in my life.
But it has to be consecutively, right?
No.
Nah, if you just
Consecutively,
knock
what the
off
fuck
more than
does
one
that mean,
person, you a
nigga?
serial
One after
killer.
another. They
One
all
after
one
another.
What
after another.
is this Grand Theft Auto, nigga? He killed me, so I got him back.
I ain't
It
gonna
was
get
a
5
consecutive.
stars on that shit, nigga. There's a 5 stars.
Nigga,
the
you
cops
kill
are
one
coming,
person.
nigga.
If you kill anybody else, nigga, that's consecutive.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I told him 50 years ago, though, nigga.
That's the question, bro. A lot of niggas unknowingly
let a whole
know,
bunch of niggas pass,
quote
though.
unquote,
I ain't gonna lie.
I could have killed him.
We just don't classify it like
I didn't kill him. He was asking for
He was
it.
asking for that one, though. I was like,
All right,
ah,
so
goddamn.
let's clarify it. Are we talking about hood niggas doing hood shit, or are we talking about Dexter Morgan?
Either or.
I mean, I don't
let's
even-
talk about them both.
I don't even
'Cause
consider
I
Dexter
feel like it's
Morgan
both-
a serial killer because he was doing it more.
Why he didn't do it
Yeah, he was
consecutively?
killing people and chopping them up and putting them
But
in the
no,
water.
when I think of it,
He's a
the
serial
reason
killer.
the reason I think that we don't think of hood niggas who got bodies as serial killers is typically their bodies is other hood niggas who's probably fucking serial killers too. Usually a serial killer.
So is a serial
just killing
killer somebody
bad
who
niggas.
kills
So we
serial
talking about
killers?
niggas that kill the innocent.
But wait,
Right,
I think
right.
Dexter was a serial killer who killed serial
They call
killers.
them different names.
They call him Batman.
They call them shooters.
Batman doesn't kill.
Call them niggas shooters. Call them niggas
They
shooters.
call them shooters.
Right, exactly.
right.
But my point is, we look at serial killers because they're killing the innocent more than.
All right, so
Anything
is,
else.
is,
All right,
are we
so
specifying?
let's
Yeah,
let's
I
recreate
agree
it
with
because
that.
my
I
significant
definitely
other-
if they shooters, it's a whole different story.
You probably know.
Yeah,
Your nigga a
it's,
shooter.
it's like it's a whole different
Like,
story.
you don't know your
It's
bitch a shooter? Like,
yeah.
Okay,
All right, so
all right.
Yex, you find out that you married to Dexter Morgan. What you doing?
Not my sink, not my dishes.
that nigga out there just murdering people for fun.
Yeah, but there's a capacity in there. Like, are you asking me? Am I calling the police? Am I staying with this nigga? Am I saying
All of the
something
All
to
the
him?
above.
All the
What
above.
would you rather do? Like,
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just dipping. I'm
You
not
just dipping. So it is your
Oh,
sink.
evade.
So it is your sink.
Completely
it is your dishes.
evade. Where the fuck you at, bitch?
I'm trying to be nice.
you changing numbers, you changing everything.
You got to. Witness protection,
Yeah.
bro.
Nigga,
I
not
might throw
sweating.
something
She must
after
have
I'm
found out.
safe, but
Yeah.
After you safe, you say
Yeah,
something.
I might.
So all right. So when you said I ain't saying shit, it's yet.
yeah, maybe.
Until I'm good. Until
Well,
I know this nigga
I
is
think it depends on who they
miles
killing.
away.
I just think it depends on who they
Who
killing
you
and how
killing
they
and what
killing
you
them.
killing? What you doing?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeff Dahmer was
He
wild
had to
and he
go
was just
down. He
killing
had to
mad
go
gay niggas.
That nigga was wilding.
He was wild.
Yeah,
he was
That's my
humping
point,
niggas
though.
and killing
Yeah.
them. He was wilding.
That was my
Yeah.
point.
That's
Eating
wild.
motherfuckers.
Dexter
Yeah.
Morgan technically was killing rapists and
He was
child
killing
molesters
bad
and
Murderers.
bad people.
Yeah.
So
You-
at
you
that
kinda
point,
let that
all right,
nigga rock.
so
He-
you find out
he a
that the
vigilante.
killings is justifiable.
Dexter Morgan a vigilante.
He's
Yeah.
Deadpool.
So if
It's
Touche.
still not my business.
Touche.
nah, but you still dipping?
Hell yeah.
Y'all madly in love.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care how in love, and I don't care what the cause is. I'm out. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he killing people.
Yeah, that's it.
People, yeah.
A lot.
Heavy on the a lot.
Niggas, you wilder.
10 years is a long time.
You done killed a lot of
man.
motherfuckers in 10
10
years.
years,
man.
huh?
Yo,
From the numbers that I seen on TV shows and such, 17 is like a high. So maybe niggas do about one a year.
It's a holiday.
Hey, 6 months they gotta let it get cool down.
The heat is on. The heat is
gotta
on. The heat
scratch
is
that
on.
itch once a year.
Every time they start doing it too much, they get back.
They get sloppy and shit.
Yo, you go inside of the
Damn, man, that's
you
crazy.
go in a garage and find like mad fucking trophies in that shit. A
Fingers
tooth
and
here,
shit.
a ring
Like,
here, a
y'all seen,
finger here.
y'all seen the new
Fingers
season of that
Fingers and
shit?
shit, you gotta run.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
seen the new
yeah.
where he had the bitches like dolls in his fucking
Bitches is
basement?
crazy.
Yeah, why niggas always serial killing
Okay,
bitches? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand
That's
that
all
shit
them
either,
niggas
yeah.
do is them niggas prey on
It's
women.
that
That's
power shit,
I
probably.
think that's like the staple of serial killing. We always think about some type of
They
male
prey on the weak.
preying on women.
Yeah,
Wow.
praying on the week.
Okay.
I swear. That's what it is.
Oh, she don't like that you said
Yeah,
women was.
they-
I was
She
waiting
don't
for
like
her
them
to.
shit like that.
I was about to ask
That's
why you
got
said
it.
why.
My nigga said they
bitches,
prey
she
on
was
the
like,
weak.
wow. I
He
was like,
said
oh, yeah,
listen,
yeah.
like
It don't have to be only
women.
female though. It don't have to be only female because males.
I brought up Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer preyed on the gay weak niggas.
Gay
You know
black
what I'm
men.
saying? Like
They was weak.
Oh,
They
so
was
gay, gay niggas is weak now.
That's what you said. Oh, they was weak. They was weak. Oh,
So now when one of them gay niggas try to come box you,
You're on your own, nigga.
Shit,
you gotta
I
touch
said-
with the gay
I'm
nigga,
sorry,
that's
all the gay
Diesel.
niggas out there. I'm sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
gay nigga that's Diesel gonna come see you about that.
Right. It's like you
You
ain't
like,
weak.
who
You ain't weak.
Them niggas wasn't weak, they was drugged.
oh, that's what you want to say.
They was drunk.
You ain't weak.
You ain't weak. You strong. All right, fuck that. I got a gun, okay? Fuck that.
I ain't gonna lie, I be forgetting that you be carrying all the time. You're not like Greg. Greg come in, he think he fucking John Wayne. He'll flip this shit.
Spinning this shit on his finger. Shit be going off accidentally and shit.
Damn, this shit hurting my legs.
Right.
Pull it. Come on, man.
Nigga, that should be uncomfortable sometimes. Nigga.
I mean,
Nah,
but-
I don't know. I'll keep my shit on. This nigga tucking shit all the time.
Yeah, I do. I tuck my shit. But anyway, like going back to the serial killing, like they always they prey on a certain type. Most
Yeah,
of the
that's true.
time, right? I mean, you gotta say that, right?
A lot of them
Yeah,
niggas
they
be having
usually have
mommy
a-
issues and shit, and that's why they be preying on women too. It's a psychological thing. Yeah, I know y'all niggas watch the shows on Netflix. I know y'all
Of
niggas
course,
have
hell
a-
yeah. What was the
I
one
don't
about
really
the
do too much-
clown?
I don't really do too much
Clown
about serial
John
killings.
Wayne Gacy.
Oh, that
Yes.
nigga. Nah, that nigga was also being gay.
Yes.
He was preying on children,
He was praying. Yeah, and he was killing. Oh my god.
young construction
Yeah.
workers and shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And Ted Bundy's another one, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Ted Bundy was killing women. Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah.
all of them niggas.
That shit
All of them
crazy.
niggas is just wild.
Yeah, they wild, but
So what you doing? Oh, you find out. She here, so be honest.
I'm like, I ain't know I had it. You had it in you. I didn't know you had it in you.
Nah, you know what's a better question?
We need to monetize it.
You catch
That's what you
yo,
do.
wait.
Right,
Here's
right.
a better question.
Monetize
You
it.
catch her.
I told you he was a fucking barbarian.
If you gonna be out here knocking
monetize
people
it.
off, we need to monetize it.
Right, right.
So
Why
better
you?
question.
Wait, hold
you-
on. This
you
nigga
catch
think
her.
he's slick. What the
Right.
fuck is that?
It's the dookie.
Yeah, I noticed that shit like 20 minutes ago.
That
I was
shit
like, oh,
started
he
stinking.
think he's slick.
Shit started. This shit did start stinking a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yo, these niggas said they never voted.
When?
Blaze, did y'all say that shit?
When we said
And I
that?
was like, y'all niggas was drunk. No, Blaze said niggas was drunk. I was like, y'all niggas put y'all hands up.
I think we all put our hands up, actually, Grace.
Yeah, and they did. Y'all did.
All right.
But Blaze said y'all niggas never voted. Nigga, you was right there. Y'all both was right there.
Word.
But anyways, so don't try to get out of this. What you doing?
I just told you.
You just said it was a better question.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
yeah,
a better
you're
question.
right. You're right.
What was the better
Niggas
question?
distracted me and shit.
Yeah.
You catch her.
In the act.
In
Damn.
the act.
So,
the act.
is the person dead? Or
Gotta
is
be
she-
dead.
she
Yeah,
killing
the
him?
person dead.
She's dragging the body. Yeah.
No, I thought you might have caught her
she-
putting a syringe in the neck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
the-
shit.
she-
Oh shit.
Nah, she putting the body away, hiding that shit, or chopping it, or whatever the
who
fuck
is
she
it?
doing.
Yeah. Who is it?
You helping her?
You don't
Yeah.
know, no clue. You got no
You know
clue.
what?
Who the
I
fuck it
mean,
is.
I don't
That's
know,
your
man.
shorty. You gotta help her.
I gotta help her. Yeah. I'm gonna have to help her. Yo.
You gotta
And then
help
we
her.
gotta move out. We
Man,
gotta
what the
move.
fuck is you doing? You
Why you gotta be an accomplice?
gotta help her.
Like, you gotta do it like this. We gotta get the barrel and the acid.
Y'all niggas going down.
Clearly, she doing something right. She
I ain't
ain't
helping
bad.
Oh,
nobody.
yeah, we
Right.
Bonnie and Clyde. I
She-
respect it.
She ain't. I mean, she's been passing it for 10 years. I mean, gotta help her now. Fuck it. At this point.
Y'all niggas remember the clip when Cameron said, when they asked Cam if they said, yo, if your neighbor a serial killer, what you gonna do? He was like, mind my business.
Nah, nigga.
He said that shit on the news.
Oh, yo, I feel like if your neighbor a serial killer, you kind of low key always knew.
You gotta move.
Yo, like this nigga right there, something ain't right.
That nigga always playing the
Swear
guitar.
to God.
Yeah, that's just a CD playing while he hurting somebody. yo, these walls thin as hell. I gotta make some noise.
I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong about these things.
Have you been hearing power tools in the middle of the night?
All type of
Drills.
Oh shit.
Mind
Oh,
your business,
shit.
mind your business. That's why he like being around this motherfucker. He like niggas mind their business around here.
What about you, Greg? You don't mind go out there business or you
Oh, we
gonna
going
keep
in
on
order. You gotta go.
Greg calling the cops, man.
Yo, Greg, Greg might be
Greg
calling the cops.
cops.
Yeah. He's halfway.
Nigga trying to get
in.
reward money. Turn away for that reward money.
Hey, yo, you
How
said
many
you don't
victims?
know
I
who
believe
killed
she
her?
got
Stony Brook
7
killer.
niggas.
I got her.
Damn.
How many? How much a
Max in the
piece?
jail, cuz?
Yo, how much y'all paying?
How much a piece? Yeah, I could solve 6
damn.
murders. Nigga want that money.
Bring her to justice.
Nah, that's not my sink or my dishes. I'm
Oh,
out.
so you rocking with
I
her?
don't know shit. I'm gonna act like I ain't see it. I'm
Damn.
gonna act like I ain't see it. It's gonna be real awkward though.
And then when they come to you,
It's gonna be
and then
real
when they come
awkward
to- and then when
around
they-
the house.
Then when they come to
Like,
you after
She
you
gonna
catch
know
her,
serial killer.
I'm
be
taking the
knowing.
trash out when she asked me to take the trash out.
that's when she gonna know you know. She be like, this nigga ain't never
This
took
nigga
the
ain't never
trash
took
out.
the
when I
trash
asked.
out the first time I asked him to take the damn trash.
Nigga scared and shit now. This nigga know.
Yo.
They're like, yo, you need anything else?
Right. Need me
right,
go to the
watch out,
store?
Griselda.
Yo, I will wash the utensils. Like, I don't like washing utensils.
Polish the utensils. You
Anytime I wash the dishes, I leave all the utensils.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the easiest shit to wash.
Everybody say that shit. I hate washing the
I
fucking
don't like washing
utensils.
cups and pots.
Yo, I don't mind
Pots,
none
I
of that
hate
shit.
washing.
I don't
like
mind
washing
I
no
fucking
fucking
love
dishes.
Yeah, I
washing
don't like
pots.
washing
I like
dishes.
getting
I
the
don't like
scrape.
no
I like
fucking
scraping
dishes.
the shit out and
Right,
everything.
yeah,
I enjoy that shit.
The
It's
greatest
like-
thing I ever
it's
had was the
soothing.
dishwasher at my last apartment. I'm
Yo.
like, oh,
Dishwasher, yeah.
this shit really works? I don't gotta wash
Right. Right. Most of them should be busted.
Yo, I'm from the hood. We ain't never had no dishwasher.
Facts.
Or no
Right.
dishwasher that
don't
worked
think I-
anyway.
Right.
Shit, my father gave me a dishwasher one time, and I didn't know how to use it, so it stayed in the backyard. Remember that shit? When we first moved to on the block with
You kept the dishwasher in the backyard?
that shit was
Right.
in the backyard the whole time.
That's par for course.
Was it a new dishwasher though? Or a used?
Nah,
It
hell
was
no. His father
definitely
gave it to
used.
Cause
him.
you know an old black nigga bring you my older black nigga gonna bring
got
you
it
some
from somebody
used
else.
shit.
Yeah. Nah, it was in his house.
That was in somebody else.
That shit had spaghetti on it when you
Yeah,
got
for real. Nah, the inside was just stained yellow because you know he just washed this.
Ah, shit.
All right, so what's the next one? What we got next?
I think I got an answer.
Yeah, Blaze, go ahead.
So I'm not dipping out immediately. I'm doing some research. I gotta find out who it is that this person killed, why
You
they
want to
killed
know
them.
why?
Exactly. I'm not just gonna dip off. It might have been justified. It might have been a one-time thing.
Word.
If I find out it's a path, it's a series, it's a...
Nigga, they a serial killer. It's definitely
I don't
a
know
series.
that, though.
It's serial
I
series,
There is a
nigga.
know that. I don't know
pattern of
that.
killing.
If I just catch them in the act...
I notice every time I piss you off, somebody die.
What if she killing mad niggas that look like you? now I'm scared.
Nigga, I'm out.
Now I'm scared as fuck.
I'm out.
Yo,
Bitch gotta
so
tighten
my
her neck.
exit strategy is not to just dip. My exit strategy is to do shit to make her want to dip.
Nigga, she gonna kill
She
your
gonna kill
ass.
you,
ain't
nigga.
no
She
murderer.
gonna want dick, nigga.
You not a murderer. She gonna kill you. You gonna have to put her in the sleeper till she just die. That's what you.
Nah, because
She going
if
down.
I dip, she's gonna find me.
How?
Fucking serial killer.
You, have
Nigga,
to
you
put
don't
her
carry
in
a phone on you. What are you
gonna have
talking
to put her
about?
in the guillotine
She's gonna
until
find
she
me.
How'd you
nigga.
gonna find
I
you?
don't know. I'm not a serial killer.
Not
Right.
a sleeper agent.
I don't know what she
that means
is.
she
She's
know
a
how to
fucking
find
serial
niggas.
killer. She could be anything.
She ain't CIA.
She could be
nigga.
KGB for all
I
I
don't
fucking
know
know.
who the fuck she know, nigga. She been getting away with this shit for 10 years.
She might have CCTV.
Nigga, she got practice.
Actually, I mean,
she got
UPN?
practice. How you
If-
think she be finding the nigga she got killed?
Right.
Yeah.
She be covering that
Especially
shit
if
up,
it's
nigga.
every time somebody
well,
look like
I mean,
you.
if
you have
it's
any
for that,
position.
if she's doing it for the government, then you all safe then.
Why the government want niggas like me dead?
Because you black.
Because you.
I saw
So all black people look like Tone? That's what you trying to say?
Our niggas that look like you, they want them out.
They don't want that many of you.
I don't want 3 of these niggas walking around. Get him.
Get him out of here.
Next, not my sink, not my dishes. Your friend is being racist at the white party you brought them to.
Oh, we gotta go home.
Oh, yeah, we getting jumped.
Bugging.
What?
We gotta
What
leave.
What was homegirl name? Why that
So I was watching the episode and I was like, what if I brought her to around white people? And she was like, being racist and shit.
Black people can't be racist.
Oh,
That's what that girl said.
Oh, here we go again. Yeah.
That's exactly what this woman said.
That's how it started, yeah. That's how it started.
I teach people.
That nigga said, what this? That nigga look like a frog. Man,
All right, so let me ask you this. Why can't black people be racist?
Racism is prejudice plus power.
She said the same shit.
You gotta have these together.
she said the
When
same
black people
exact
act a
shit.
certain way towards different races, they can't be biased, they can't be prejudiced, they can be discriminatory even sometimes, but they can't be racist.
So basically, the only people that could really be racist is white people.
Yeah, not just white people, white passing people too. Asians,
Asians,
Latinos.
because they got power.
It's mad white
Well,
passing
all right, so
people.
do we consider
Yeah,
those Latinos? They identify as white Latino, so
Yeah, they
technically
do.
they still white, right?
Not all
That's
of them
what she was
identify
saying.
as
So
white
what
Latinos.
is-
Some Puerto
what
Ricans
is-
be
what is
diehard
power?
Puerto Ricans.
What is
Afro
power?
Latina.
Power is the ability to discriminate to place a barrier between someone and a basic human right.
So what if a black person has
So a
that
basic
power?
human
Right,
right.
exactly. That's what I was getting
What?
at.
What if
What
a black person has
that?
power?
Is able to do that.
So can they be racist then?
All
'Cause they
right,
have
so
power.
a black person, for instance, a
'Cause
black person
was
could be a
president of the
homeowner,
United
right?
States, you know what I mean?
And could say, I'm not gonna rent to this young white couple. You telling me this young white couple can't go a door over and get another
That's not
spot?
the point. That's not the point, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
just
not
because they
racist.
have the ability to do it doesn't mean that this
So
person
again,
is
that's why I
stopping
said there's
them from...
a difference between discriminatory. That's a discriminatory practice.
Based on
Discriminatory
race.
prejudice, based on a class. It's not just race. You could be discriminate towards so many different.
But the
things.
only thing that was put forth in the scenario was race.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what separates racism from discriminatory practices. Discriminatory practices can be based on other things than race. Racism
Yeah,
is just
definitely.
about race.
Right, but that was just about race.
Yeah, so that it's not racism in that case. Again,
Why not? You said they had to have power, though.
They had the power.
Right. So
yeah,
in
but
that
they,
scenario, they were...
to keep him from that house, not to keep him from being able to rent. So
White people had
So what
the
she's
goal
saying
is-
is...
So what she's saying is
renting.
niggas can't can't go
so
somewhere.
Because
All right, let's put it like
what
this.
she's saying is that white people could go. White people at the bank.
Could
White
tell
people
they-
own the banks and they could stop you from even buying.
Right.
Period. 'cause
So
they
let me
don't
ask
leave
you
it
this
alone.
question.
So even
If
though it's
that's the
known as
case-
But I mean,
systemic
there's
racism,
black
if that's the
banks.
case,
that's the
then it's not racist if a white person says nigger.
What?
Nigga, you
If a
just
white
made
person
up some
calls a black
anything.
person a nigger, is that racist?
Why he
He
said
getting
that?
kicked.
Why he said that long?
No, listen,
Why you
listen,
saying
just
that?
listen,
Why he
listen.
said
Let
that
him
long?
finish. Let
Yeah.
him finish. Let him
Is-
cook.
Is that racist?
He's not
if-
cooking
if-
shit.
if
That nigga
happens?
making ramen and he cooking in
Nigga, shut
front
the
of you.
fuck up.
He might turn it into a masterpiece, nigga. Let him cook.
All right. If a white person calls a black person nigger, is that racist?
So I think the conversation is layered, right? Because what you're saying is a racial slur. So there are so many things that
by
are
giving a
loaded into
racial slur, you can be
racism.
racist.
He can say a racial slur without being racist. I just want to get under your skin in this moment.
But can you be racist by saying the racial slur?
If you're
If you
white,
believe-
I feel like
If
This
you
is where I'm getting at,
if you-
because if a black person says a racial slur to
What-
a white person,
I'm answering
does
it
that
to
make them
you.
racist?
I'm answering it to you. If you believe that black people are inferior, you don't like them, you dislike them, and on top of that, that's the motive behind your racial slur, that is racism. And if you practice things that oppress black people, that is a part of the racism. But if we're having an argument and you called me a nigger to get under my skin in that moment, that doesn't necessarily make you racist.
So
it just
Tone
makes you...
just said the perfect thing to tie that all up. Look at the definition of racism.
We did.
It's
We did.
believing
A
that you're
couple weeks ago we did.
superior.
No, that's not
What's
what it is.
what's the definition of racism?
It was derogatory acts towards person of another race, usually based on
I said typically.
typically same shit.
I know. I just
Based
wanted to-
on
Usually based on superiority or
usually
perceived
based on
superiority.
So
Usually, not
That's
always.
the key word. Usually.
Which is
Usually-
why I don't really like the
all right,
fact
let me
that
all
black
right,
people
all
can't
right.
be
Let me say
black.
this. Let me say this
Often
really
that
quickly.
means
I was
more
having
than
this. I was having
50%.
this conversation the other day with my members because we. I told you I do a lot of social justice work,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I run a service branch that supports emerging community leaders. And I got a cohort full of apprentices. So we having this very conversation. And I'm going to go left, but I'm going to come back right real quick.
We
all
got
right?
you. We're going to follow.
So they the U.S. wants to ban TikTok if they don't sell. Right?
If TikTok doesn't sell the company.
Yes.
Right,
They
okay.
want to ban TikTok. The message, the underscore supposedly is you're poisoning our kids with whatever algorithm that you feeding them. Right? So one of my homies go, so you can't poison us, we poison us.
Basically.
Right? So there's this meme where it's white people and they're like, you don't decide what's racist, we the deciders of everything, including definitions.
I feel like you was just saying poetry just now. That's how you be saying it, ain't it?
I don't know, but maybe I was passionate just now.
I mean, it is the English language, though.
Including definitions of things,
It is the
including
English-
language
it is the
itself.
English
not
language,
yeah.
though.
But that is true because we didn't write the definition.
We didn't write the definitions,
Yeah,
right?
Who wrote the definition of that?
People who came up with it.
That's the same thing
White
as saying who
white
wrote the
people.
So
Bible.
you can't say your language the way you define it is wrong
What do you mean?
because it's their language and we use it. That's like you writing a book and us saying the way you told the story of your life is wrong.
all right, pause. By virtue of consistency, by what you're saying, I'm saying me saying that racism means this, or Shorty, whoever that was, saying that black people can't be racist, we're making up our own definition of that. We also have a language that we use. It's AAVE.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
who's to say that I'm not using my language in a way that fits my narrative just like white people do?
That is very true.
That is very true. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's very true. That's a valid opinion to have, but it's not very true. It's not very true.
When we
No,
create
it's not
slang,
very
who
true.
determines what's the meaning of the slang?
We do.
We do.
We do.
Absolutely.
Because
So
that's
even
us
though
creating our own
racism
language.
is
It's
a word
Ebonics.
that's used in the English language, the English language is actually derivative of Latin. So if you really want to do the virtue of consistency like that game, then there's so much more to it than that. You know?
Absolutely.
Then it just landed on in the English language and what white people said or what colonizers made it to be being exactly what it is.
My problem, like just to come where I'm coming from it, is not that I think there's a lot of black people being racist, or it's not that I don't think like there's a discrepancy between the races. My problem is that when we say that black people can't be racist, we kind of giving them a cop out. We're giving them a ability to say whatever the fuck they want, no matter what the consequences are, and say, "Oh, I'm a victim. I'm a black guy." Like whatever I said doesn't matter.
When's
because
the last time you ever heard of a black radical group that systematically killed white people?
Right.
Or
That's not
oppressed
the
them.
point. That's not the point.
No, but let me ask you this
That's not
question.
the
I'll ask you
point,
a better
though.
question than that. What is going to happen to a black person being racist at an all-white party?
They get kicked out.
Just make their friends
ain't get
uncomfortable.
kicked out.
They get kicked out. Make
They
their
ain't gonna
friends
do shit to
uncomfortable.
us.
Nothing
They're not gonna do
physical.
shit to
It's gonna
us
be
like
more
that.
social. It's gonna be
Now
more
what's going to
social
happen?
shit.
Let's reverse the question. What's going to happen to a white person being racist at an all black party?
We're gonna beat
wait,
him
wait,
down.
wait.
They gonna
his
get
ass.
beat the fuck up.
We're gonna beat him
We
down.
just seen it
Doesn't that
on
doesn't
the
that
boat
but
dock,
that
guys.
doesn't
And beat
yeah,
that nigga
yeah.
out
Well,
And
wait,
what
they
happened-
They beat that
the
old
white
man
people got
up. The
beat the
white
fuck
people
up.
beat the old man up trying just because.
What about
That's a
the
different scenario, though.
what about the chair party, nigga?
Yeah, the white people
That's
got
what you
beat the
talking
fuck
about.
up.
That's what you talking
That's
about.
exactly what
You got
it
hit
is.
with a chair.
That's a different scenario though. That's not a
Yo,
white
but
person
so-
or a black person being racist at a white
But I'm
party. That's
sure
just,
when he threw that
that's just
hat,
some racist
there
people
was some
being
racist.
racist.
Yeah, when he threw that hat, something was said.
That shit said
Something
help
was
me.
said.
Maybe
That was the Bobby
possibly.
Shmurda hat.
So the point is at a party,
Right.
Niggas threw that shit up. Niggas said help me.
Help me.
Yo, so
At
at
a
this
white
party,
party,
It was a flare.
hold on. What I'm trying to say is, at a white party, a black person being racist, there are way more explicit consequences for that black person than there is for a white person doing.
I disagree.
what are the
reverse.
explicit
I
consequences?
disagree.
What?
What are the explicit consequences?
Most police encounters with people of color can turn out to be fatal. I mean, I'm not saying most.
So can it not
many
turn
of
out to
them.
be fatal if a gang
I
of black
disagree.
people beat up the white person?
No, nah. If they call the police on them,
Most black encounters with police do not turn out to be fatal. That's actually a myth.
no, that's why I had to dial it back and I said many can. I
Okay,
did say
yeah,
can.
fair enough, fair enough.
Many
fair
can
enough, fair
turn
enough.
out to be fatal.
Yeah.
But what do you
I
mean
agree
that's a
with you.
myth?
Statistically, it's not actually the case.
Statistically, white people get killed more often than black people by police.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying most cases. When you said most cases can turn out to be fatal, I said no, that's not true. But
That's
you
how I dial
corrected
it back and
yourself.
say, yeah,
right,
many
right.
cases.
That's and I'm just clarifying what I was saying in response to what you said
But I
first.
think the statistic that we are looking at is statistically more black people get killed by white police.
per capita, right? That's the thing because we're a smaller population. So yeah, more white people get
No,
killed.
we're not.
We're not a smaller population than white people in America.
I don't think so either. I think black and brown people are like really like
We
over the
multiplying more than them niggas. They
top.
trying to
we
sterilize us,
multiplying
bro.
them.
Not only
So,
hold on.
the United States isn't like 60% white people.
No, not only are we the global majority.
I'm talking about America.
Hold on, that's why I said not only. Damn, I started off with not only.
Right.
Not only are we the global majority, but there's more. If you can look this up, never mind you again. The U.S. government is a racist structure itself. So is the census. They make expats or immigrants that come from Ethiopia, Eritrea, Egypt, Africans, mark themselves as white, not just on the census, but on forms that they fill out.
Puerto
There's so
Ricans, too.
many skewed
Puerto Ricans,
statistics
too, yeah.
that are involved in what determines how many more white people there are here than black people. But the
So-
reality is there's more black and brown people. Now, do they count necessarily on the census? How many brothers are in jail? How many black people have been killed, not just by cops, but by systemic oppression, such as like healthcare outcomes, drug addiction, gun violence, things like that. So it's like, in my opinion, when you count all of that up, we're the majority here
in the United States.
in the United States.
So a 60% to a 13% you think is made up by immigrants who they're not counting.
No, they're counting them as white people.
But I'm saying the difference you think is made up by immigrants who they're not counting or people who
they're
are
they're
dead.
counting them, but they're counting them as white people.
That's
so
my
that's
point.
what.
So
how
you
many
think,
Yo, bro,
what's
so
the
you think that
immigrant
that's making up a
population here?
40%
we
difference?
make more children collectively
people, yeah.
than white people, bro. We've been doing this for
So
a
y'all
long
think
time.
there's more black
By how
people in
many?
America than white people right now? That's what you're all telling me.
Yes.
You guys are crazy. You guys are smoking. If you think there are more black
So
people in
all right,
America
let's do it by
than white
state.
people.
Let's do it on a state by state
It's not
basis.
factual, bro. You're
let's
wrong.
let's look at our state.
You're both wrong.
Let's start with our state.
Yeah.
Let's look around. We got New Haven, we got Bridgeport, Hartford,
and those are all
The
of the
major
biggest,
cities.
the biggest cities.
Right, but how
in
many
Connecticut.
towns are there in
How many
Connecticut?
people are there in New Haven? How many
Them
people are there in
towns are
Hartford?
small.
How many
Your
people are there in
towns-
The
Bridgeport?
towns
What are
out
you talking
there,
about, bro?
the towns.
Bro,
are
there's
small.
like
Bridgeport is the
Bridgeport.
most
Bridgeport.
densely
Different
populated
towns.
city in the
What? How many
state.
people are in Bridgeport?
So
I can't tell you
I
off the
can't
top
tell
of my
you
head.
that.
It's like
Yeah.
600,000 people. It's like 400,000 people in Hartford. It's like 300,000 people in New Haven. How many people in Connecticut? 5 million. What are we talking about?
So maybe
What are we
it's
talking
because
about?
exactly what you're saying. Maybe it's because that's who we're directly surrounded with.
But
That's the lens.
we're also talking about Connecticut.
Right. So that's why we said on a
let's
state
go
by
to
state
the
basis.
states where the niggas is at.
Yeah.
You got
So,
Virginia.
all right. So let's go to Virginia. Let's go
West
to.
We don't
The
know
big-
those
the
states,
big
though.
states.
Let's
North
go to
Carolina.
Georgia.
The big
Let's
states.
go to.
But you're,
let's go
you're
to.
basing it off of your
Houston,
observation
Texas.
of
I'm basing it off of
Houston is not
statistics.
a state.
I'm not basing it off of opinions.
but we
I'm not
know-
basing
but
it
we
off
know-
of what I
but
see. I'm not
we-
basing it
Texas
off
is
of.
not majority
I'm
black.
basing it off of reality.
But you were just told factually that there are more people migrating here than any other place in the world. And if all the migrants coming in are being registered as white, those are skewed statistics.
How many
Right.
people migrate here a year?
Nigga, what?
Too many.
Take a guess.
So
A
many
lot.
that Trump
Take a
wanted to
guess.
build a
A
wall,
lot.
nigga.
Take a guess. How many illegal immigrants period we got in the
Nigga,
country?
I don't know.
illegal or legal. Or
Less than
both?
5 million.
That, I don't know.
We
about
can't.
that.
Less
we-
than 5
Those are the
million.
numbers they gave niggas. We don't fucking really know.
Yeah, bro. You don't.
We
know
don't really
that
know.
for sure, bro.
Exactly. So how can you say that is more?
Let's put it like
You're
this.
right.
Have you ever heard the concept that within 100 years, if black people keep repopulating at the rate that we repopulate and
Nigga, that's
inter-
100 years
inter-
from now.
Yeah,
What
but
are you
guess what?
talking
How this
about?
you nigga no, but this was 30, 40 years ago they were saying
That's
this.
still 60,
So,
70
I want-
years
Yeah,
from
nigga,
now.
but how old is your grandmother?
Nigga, she's 70.
I want to play
30
it-
years away from 100. It's not that long. That's one lifetime.
We still
nigga.
talking about currently though.
Yeah,
Right,
but
bro.
what I'm
Currently.
telling niggas
Maybe in
what
20, 30 years, 50
what I'm
years,
saying
maybe.
is listen, bro. This is a concept that they were talking about in the 90s, the 80s, which
Right,
was
yeah, they
if
did-
black
they did.
people keep repopulating at the rate that we continue to repopulate, within 100 years' time, we could actually.
So
we could basically fuck white people off the
So
planet.
this
of the
is
earth.
what I wanted to get into, right? When we talked about the definition of racism, right, and how it's people of power, and this is when I was asking that question, right? So with that theory that black people eventually will
It's not.
take
Well,
over.
the reason why it's not a theory is because
Right.
when
And
you
I'm
mix,
using that term lightly.
When you mix DNA, white and black, the dominant DNA is always black.
Yeah.
So those people become
That's the
technically-
original DNA.
So I'm using the term theory lightly.
It's the
right?
original DNA.
But with that situation in place, where eventually black people become the main race inside
The
of
question
America,
is are
right?
we gonna do other people like they did us when we become the people in power?
No, well, not even that. At that point, we become the people of power, right? Because there's way more of us than there are white people.
I mean, if
can
we
we
and this
smart,
is actually a
if we
thing
do it
because
correctly.
actual racist white
Are
people
worried about that.
are worried about that.
Yeah, so can we be racist at that point?
Right.
I believe that.
What
I
Does
about
believe
that, does that
Africa?
make
What
us
about
racist?
countries
Because
in
in the beginning
Africa?
you said black people can't be racist. Does that mean they can eventually, or
black
it's
people
impossible?
currently
What about
allegedly black
countries
people
like-
currently don't have the means to be racist. If in a distant future we are the majority in the people in power, then by definition it changes the situation.
So by
currently-
your definition, by your definition,
It's not my
black
definition,
people-
it's by the Webster definition.
No, it's not. Often, which means like if
A lot of times. Often means a lot of
but not
times.
every time.
Often,
Yeah, not every
usually-
So,
time, but a lot of
so you
times.
can't say they can't be racist. If
Nah,
it's
I'm
often.
not saying a nigga can't do nothing. I'm saying it's less likely for black people to be racist. We're the most accepting
Less
people on
likely,
the fucking
absolutely.
planet.
Sure, I'll give you that.
We
I'll
give
you that. I
everybody
can
a
agree
pass.
with you,
A white nigga coming here right now, cool as fuck, nigga. We treat him like he family. Bring him around, everybody love him, respect. But they don't always have the capability to do the same thing for us like that because even if they feel that way, other people in their family don't feel that way.
So racism has nothing to do with how you feel about another race.
It absolutely
Or how
has
you
everything
treat
to do with
another
it.
race.
Yeah, it has to be.
I think you're trying to fish for
No.
context, but-
I'm trying to really understand like what the definition of racism is. Like, is it I can oppress this race, or is it I don't fuck with this race and I'll treat this race a specific way?
It's both. It's a collective of I can oppress and I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with is prejudice, but I can oppress plus I don't fuck with is racism.
Yeah, if a white person looks like you're beneath them, then I mean, I'm sure he actually call you a slur, I mean, I'm sure that's gotta be a little.
So,
a little
so it
racist.
has to be
racist.
So
Yeah,
it has,
that's a little racist.
It's the don't
It
fuck
has
with
to be
plus
both.
the oppression. Yeah,
Right.
that's
it
what
has to be
creates the
both.
racism.
Blaze?
I don't think it has to be both.
By definition, that's what it says.
I don't think it does say that. I think what it says is just a discrimination based upon race, usually having to do with a superiority or a perceived superiority.
All right, so we're gonna say if usually means, let's say 90% of the time, even 99, because that's not always. No thing under the sun is always, right? Nothing is always. So we're gonna say 99 to 90% of the time, it's based on the ability to oppress plus the I don't fuck with factor. A lot of times, we don't fuck with people based off the way that they've treated us. We don't just not fuck with people. We don't fuck with people based off how niggas have treated us in the past. The more you learn about your past, the more you be like, I don't like how niggas is talking to me. I don't like how motherfuckers is looking at me, because now you're becoming aware of the things that people have done. And then when we talk about a system, especially the government, that was put in place during a time where...
You looking up the definition?
No. I got something better than the definition.
You might have to. Your phone might be blocking the mic.
No, that's all right. I'm gonna put it right down. So I had the bright idea to look up when I'm into the etymology of stuff.
Okay.
When was the word racism invented? Where did it originate? When was it first coined? 1902. Right.
Damn. Okay.
So recent.
Yeah. Word.
Okay.
Word.
About
So
100
again,
years
when I
ago.
talked about who makes the definitions up, the original definition of racism, a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race.
That's the original.
That's the original one.
Okay.
That completely switches the narrative from often.
No. Word.
Yeah,
If we're going off that, that's
Yeah.
a different definition.
So
I'll give
again,
you that.
think
No,
about
that
the
was the original
narrative.
definition.
Think about
Right,
the
right. No, I'm
narrative
saying
that
if we
is
go off-
driven
different.
and who
If we go
drives the
original.
narrative.
But
Fuck
definitely.
all the statistic
definitely.
stuff. You
Not
was
even
right. All
statistics.
right, we
Not
could
even-
drive.
not
We
even-
could draw. We could draw back on that one.
Not even a statistic. Not even to cut you off if you was about to say something else.
No.
Because I don't want it to be like
Nope,
that's
go
not where
ahead.
I'm going with it whatsoever. But it's more along the lines of realistically, like language change. Right? So yes, there's a narrative that people want to push. Yes, there's a narrative that
Who controls the
drives.
media? Who controls the education? Who controls the money?
And that's what I'm saying. So
the
when
Jews,
we talk about who
I didn't say that.
who
I
writes
ain't
the
say that.
narrative,
I ain't say that. Kanye said it. I'm just repeating what Kanye said.
who
they are
writes
what?
the narrative, who dictates it,
And they are what?
who records it.
Jewish.
Not just that.
Nah,
Jewish
the
is a-
victor.
Jewish
the
is a
victor,
religion.
The victor writes
And we've
history.
been saying that since the beginning of men.
Jewish
To
is
the
a
victor
religion.
goes the
What are
stories.
they?
The victor gets to write history.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's the reality, is that we have a
Again.
driver of a narrative that gets to say what is and what isn't,
Because I don't like how y'all describing me no more, so we can change it.
including the definition of racism. So we can act like it's not about racial superiority, but that's where that term first came from. Whites instituting their superiority over black people in this country.
To be clear, I don't want to diminish that. That's not my point.
No,
My
I
point
think
is
you
not to
playing
diminish
devil's
that.
advocate, period.
I'm playing
Listen,
devil's advocate a
I
little
know
bit.
that. I know that though.
But I'm
The
saying
devil don't need an advocate. Black people.
That's the first time I heard
Yo,
that.
I like that shit. That was good.
I like that shit.
Y'all niggas never heard that before?
Yo, that's the
I was
first time I
I
heard
was
that.
trying to
I
even
like
come back
that
real
shit.
quick. I don't
Y'all
even need no
niggas not
comeback.
being black enough.
Y'all even got nothing for that.
Yo, she said she more than a poet, nigga.
She done said that shit before.
Bro, that's what's up.
Get the fuck out of about to say.
Devil
bitch.
don't need your help, nigga.
Yo,
Hey, yo,
conversation
Tone,
over, yo.
Tone, that is the topic of this episode.
Yo,
The
for real,
devil
yo.
don't need an advocate.
Yo, for real,
That's the
yo.
name.
You heard of
That's the
mother.
name. That's the name.
Nah, in all seriousness though, I feel like
Hold on, so I
as-
want you to think about this. Because of that narrative, racism, racist in that word, was developed around the literal oppression of black and indigenous people in this country,
Yeah,
which are
absolutely.
oftentimes synonymous with each other. So if we think about it through that lens, all the structures that was built in this government, in what we live as, we're cattle.
Cattle, yeah.
We're literally commodities in the United States. So as that, this structure was built through the inherent oppression of us for that reason. I'm saying, how can we be racist? we do not, in any capacity, have an ability, even at this point in time in history, to reverse that ever. We can speak hypothetically as much as we want to. What if black people come to power 100 years, whatever he was talking about? When is that going to happen for real? When will we have the ability to advance as far as white people have advanced to be able to be like, yeah, healthcare outcomes for you die 3 times more just because we don't give a fuck about you, right? Or you go to jail 9 times. Yo, the statistics around the black youth that go to jail,
Crazy.
no matter what the determinants are, whether they come from affluent places or the hood, are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, can black people really be racist? Man, they could be prejudiced. They could be biased. They could be discriminatory sometimes.
I think
I think I get what you're saying now.
I'm shifting
I think
from
we're
the
saying the same
definition
shit.
of the word.
Semantics,
It's
really.
semantics.
Yeah.
I think it's semantics.
Yeah, I'm shifting from the word racist now.
Okay.
Damn, we got
Right.
to a solution today.
Yo,
This
bro.
shit crazy.
Shout out to Yex. Clap it up for Yex.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. This is the
First
first
time.
time I see Greg and Blaze
This the
agreeing,
first time.
nigga.
Got the
I
niggas.
said,
But you got the
yo.
niggas.
Yo, and it came
moly.
from both sides too.
It did.
It came from
Got
both
them
sides.
He got my wheels turning. Let me tell you something. I don't like to be wrong. Got them niggas happening right now. This nigga was kicking my ass for a little bit. You know, we been playing the game.
Yo,
like the
yeah, she had to
power.
get on-
Yeah,
she-
like,
she got
oh,
quiet.
You fucked
She got quiet, got on the phone.
You fucked it up with that
Fuck outta here.
1902 shit.
Niggas kicking
Nah,
my
you pulled that
ass
out. I
off.
was like, yo, she came back with the real statistics.
Yo, man. Yo.
I try to set up
Nah,
I try to
that
set
shit was
Yo,
real.
remember what I said last time? I said, why the yellow niggas always the most radical for the black people? We got extra hate in our blood.
We got that hate gene.
Niggas like, nigga, I don't fucking like what y'all niggas did. Farrakhan yellow as
Yo, you
hell.
stupid.
Malcolm X was
Malcolm
yellow
X
as hell.
yellow as fuck.
But yeah, so I'm gonna shift from the
Fucking
word. I'm gonna shift from the word racist
Jada Pinkett.
to the word prejudice.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like black people are probably more prejudiced than white people.
We could agree on that.
Because
Prejudice
we-
just
we-
means to prejudge and don't.
Yeah, like
feel some
yeah,
type of way.
That's
exactly,
that white
exactly.
people shit. Stuff like that.
Yeah, 'cause
Like you in the hood neighborhood, you see a white person walking by,
you're like, what the fuck you doing here?
Right.
Asian motherfucker walking by.
Right.
But I mean, to say on the same coin, you in a straight white neighborhood, you see
What the
that
fuck you
one
doing
black
here?
person walking by.
Nah,
So,
you
I
get the
mean,
cops call, bro.
I think it's hard
you
to
get
say.
the cops call real quick.
I think it's
That's
hard
not
to
true.
She
say.
be like, where's the
That's not
key
true.
to your house?
Nah, yeah, I've been in.
Yo,
I've
but
been
listen.
I've been in a lot of white
in a lot of
neighborhoods.
white
But
neighborhoods.
again-
Solo dolo walking
y'all-
around.
y'all was
The
dressed
more you
different.
learn,
I was dressed in shorts
Bro,
and t-shirt.
the more you
and
learn,
some jeans and some
the
sneakers.
more you learn about what's going on, the more you learn about systematic oppression, the more you learn about real racism, the more you learn about slavery, the more you learn about yourself, the more you learn about black mental health, the more you learn about all this shit, it makes it difficult to not feel a way. Knowing somebody did these things to you. and your
James
peoples.
Baldwin said to be black in America is to be consistently in a state of rage. So it's like it's difficult not to feel the way that we feel living in the state of the country that
Pull
we
your
do.
mic a little closer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Cause you be dropping Jews, but you be like so away from
I
the
don't.
mic.
I don't hold
we-
mics when I
we-
perform.
we gonna get the
I'm
val-
gonna
yeah,
just
she
speak
does
louder
it.
because I don't hold
No,
mics
I
when I
get it.
perform.
I get it. We just
We
gotta
gonna
keep
get the
reminding you.
volume up.
so
We
you
gonna
make
make
sure.
sure the volume
I feel like Tone. I don't want that near. I don't want that on me.
Oh, I don't put funny like objects there. That's enough.
Yeah, I saw you say that shit.
I don't put dingling like objects
Yeah.
near my mouth.
Right.
I don't like. And then people mouths be near mics all the time.
And niggas' breath.
I hate. Yeah, I hate.
I used to go to church and niggas' breath was
Yo,
still going
you
to
ever
mic.
go to church and niggas be like having their lips on the fucking microphone and shit?
Yeah.
Yo, right
Like, yo,
on
nigga,
it.
what the fuck is you doing, nigga? Like, everybody
should smell
spit
straight.
on that shit. Pause, nigga.
You ever smelled a pop filter before?
Yo,
Yeah.
hell
Yo,
no,
That's
man.
why I got this
disgusting.
one.
I stay the
This
fuck
ain't.
away.
This is not cloth. You can't
Yeah.
stink this up. Niggas just stink the pop filter up. Niggas be smoking dookie.
They be smelling like they smoking actual dookie,
Dude, yeah,
nigga.
start rapping on the pop filter. The pop filter stink as fuck.
Or that
What's
one
next,
nigga at
bro?
work who always refused the gum, but you just be like, nigga, try this twice.
Try this.
It's a new flavor,
Different
my
flavor,
nigga.
this shit good.
It's cherry. It's cherry.
Nah, yo, that shit just make me hungry.
Whatever happened to that zebra gum?
Zebra gum.
Remember
I
back
think
in the day, the zebra gum?
Yeah, that shit
when
was
we
good as
kids?
hell. You
Yeah,
couldn't even
remember
chew
that
that
shit.
shit. You just
I
eat
think,
it.
I think they
That
got
shit-
it at the dollar store.
You just eat that shit like
I feel
gushers.
That sound familiar.
That shit was
but
like
I don't
fruit
remember
roll
no zebra gum.
You remember
that sound
that shit
familiar.
disintegrated
You
fast
just
as
eat
fuck.
that shit.
Yeah.
You don't even chew that shit. You
They
just
probably
eat
got
it.
rid of it because it created cancer or something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know,
it definitely
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Somebody called it racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got the white and the black together.
But bro, what we got as a topic?
Integration.
What we got as a topic?
All right,
That
so
was
for the topic,
Damn.
is it okay to have secrets in a relationship?
Hell yeah.
If she a serial killer,
Bitch was a serial killer. Yeah, like how she don't have a secret.
It depends on what the secret is. It depends on
you
how
are not
far
the
in a
father.
relationship you are.
Yeah,
feel like
go ahead, Yex. Get
Yeah,
y'all
talk-
two
talk-
niggas get y'all shit off, man.
Yeah, I feel like if it's the secret gonna have to do something with the relationship and cause the relationship to like go sideways, then yes.
But if some shit you ain't got nothing to do with, then it ain't none of your business.
Yeah, it's none of my business. like if it ain't got, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
What is yo?
So what you saying is, if it ain't none of her business,
None of my business.
But it depends on what
Hey, yo,
the
O
fucking
got
se-
secrets.
Yo, it depends on what the secret is, bro. Cause
Right,
it's like, bitch,
right.
you got
If
a
I-
secret kid.
Right, like the time you brought that on
Like, you
that.
got secret
Hey,
kids.
hey, nigga.
What?
You about to tell one of my secrets?
Cheating is a secret. Cheating
remember
is
that night in Vegas?
My wife
nigga?
might not know, nigga.
cheating is a secret.
Remember nigga 21 in Vegas?
Nah, but like, you know, if,
And what if y'all just got together, or like you in a space where you're not ready to share something? Like,
yeah, at that point, then you don't tell those secrets like that.
Yeah.
It depends on
Yeah.
the secret.
But now the question
that point.
is it lying or withholding?
is it like did they
Is
ask
lying
you a question?
withholding?
Is withholding lying is what you mean.
Yeah. It's
Withholding is
lying.
dishonesty.
Withholding is
that's
just
the
withholding is just not saying shit.
What if they don't never
I didn't
ask
say
you
nothing.
about that particular thing in your life?
I mean, so withholding is I cheated, but it never came up.
What if it's not around cheating? What if I got
No, I'm saying like, so
What
the
if
word
I'm rich?
withholding, we could say if I cheated, right, and nobody, we
What if
never
I'm
talked.
rich
You
and I
never
what if I
asked me
got
if I
accused of
cheated.
sexual assault, but I beat the charge?
What if you didn't beat the charge?
Right.
No, what if you did?
Yeah,
So
I don't need to bring
I'm
up
making
that
it more
somebody accused
complex
me of
by
something
saying
that I
like,
got
what if you
acquitted of.
did, and
Yeah.
that accusation itself could still turn someone off bad, even if you beat
So
the
you
charge.
withheld that
Right,
information
right.
Because
Is
you
that
technically
lying?
don't need to tell nobody that shit. You beat the charge.
Yeah. I mean, what about
It can make people think some way about you, even if you was innocent. Just that stigma alone. Like, do you share that?
yeah.
Like,
Nah, for real, this is an accusation nowadays to fuck motherfuckers' lives up.
Yo, because niggas
Yeah,
don't let the
real talk.
accusation go even after you get acquitted. And
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. It's like when you put an accusation on a motherfucker, sometimes that shit is just as bad as
It's
the
gonna
charge.
ruin,
Because
yeah, it's ruined
even when
people's
you
lives.
get acquitted of that shit, people still look at you as niggas put that on your name.
so they always say the
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
The
is
vindication is never as loud as the vilification. Like when you vilify someone, that should be loud. When someone get acquitted, you don't be hearing all the gossip and all the blogs talking about it.
Right.
It just be it.
My uncle did 20 plus years in jail for murder. He always said he didn't do that shit. I don't know. I was a little nigga. I know I used to see my uncle. I know my uncle was gone. My uncle came home. My uncle is now an alderman, and he's suing the city for $100 million. And I hope he get it.
He got evidence,
Shit,
like
me
to
too.
back it up. Yo, you don't know.
I
Yeah,
cannot
we
speak
can't talk
on-
about it. We can't
Yeah,
talk
I
about
got you.
it. Can't talk about
Well, I know the paper said Unc suing the city for $100 million because he's now an alderman and he was pardoned of the crime. So now he's suing. He like, yo, I told you I ain't never do that shit. So I'm suing for
So he
whatever.
probably got convicted on some bullshit.
I mean, but that was a thing in the 80s and the 90s. A lot of niggas was getting convicted on.
Wasn't
some
there like
I
a
got- I
cop?
got
There was
Uncle
a
in jail right
detective.
now.
One of my
White,
cousins went through that shit.
White was one of those
Billy
niggas.
White?
Billy White. Yeah, I heard about him.
I was in high school with
He was
him.
doing niggas dirty.
Yeah, he was a dirty ass nigga.
He was a narc though.
Yeah.
So you go undercover and set your
Yeah,
ass
he would
up.
set your ass up.
Well, he was like, instead of putting the drugs in evidence, taking them, reselling them to niggas, and then busting them
Busting
same
them.
nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn,
That's dirty, yo.
That's
That boy
dirty
was
as fuck because you
bugging.
ain't got no
That's
honor in the
dirty,
streets or
yo.
nothing. You just fuck you,
You
Billy.
dirty both ways.
Right.
That's
right.
crazy.
Still
He
the
got
drugs
caught.
from
He
evidence.
got caught later on when he was older.
He got caught
like
when
in 07.
he got caught when he ain't had no more money to pay niggas off.
Right.
That's what it be
Just
about.
like R. Kelly.
It's,
Oh my God.
Real nigga shit. That's what happened to that
different
nigga.
though.
He came all the way in.
That's children, nigga.
Sounds
That's
a
children.
joke.
It was a
Children.
joke.
No,
Jesus
nigga,
Christ.
but
too.
the point is that everybody kept their
he
fucking
pay
mouth shut
Cassie
until
off,
he
though?
stopped having money.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
He
nigga
paid
went broke
Cassie
and he was in
insurance
jail,
company
nigga, 6
paid
months
Cassie
later.
off.
He
And
paid
that-
Cassidy off.
All right, so boom, how that lawsuit worked was basically he has, say, Combs Enterprise. It's the overall company that owns.
He has litigation
the
insurance.
under companies. The insurance companies like, listen, we can't have this shit affecting what we have
That's
going
a thing?
on.
That's
so
white
she,
people
yeah,
stuff?
because she
That's
didn't.
rich people
that's
stuff.
rich people
Litigation
stuff.
insurance.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
didn't sue. She didn't sue Diddy. She sued the companies.
The companies,
So the
yeah.
companies' lawyers is like, yo, we settled. But once you settle, you open a can of worms.
Let's
because
talk
now
about how
everybody
smart
got
that
his money.
was.
No, but right after that,
Of
he
who?
got
That
Of
shit,
Cassie?
of Cassie.
She knew
That
she
shit
wasn't
was
suing
smart
him.
as
She was
fuck.
suing the companies.
Cause she was like, yo,
Because she was an employee.
it's
of
out
him,
of his hands.
Even
He
still,
can't-
yeah,
he ain't got
doesn't
nothing
Not
to
my
do with
sink,
this
not
shit.
my dishes.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah, it's
not
out
that
of his
topic.
hands. I'm
I'm
suing.
straight on that
I'm
topic.
suing the
And she
corporations that this
still
nigga
hit
with.
him publicly.
Hey, yo, but this is the thing. Michael Jackson said the worst thing I ever did was settle the first case. Because
Yeah.
after I settled the first one, everybody
Everybody
kept
wanted
coming
money.
for
Everybody
me
kept coming
for
for
money.
things that I never
Yeah.
did because they knew
And-
it was a money grab for
And
me.
look
Yep.
what Diddy got now. Another fucking lawsuit.
Yep,
he got a couple of them actually.
bro, they going hard.
Yeah, because niggas like,
Niggas saying-
Cassie got that money in 2 days. I need my bread.
need
But
my
now
bread,
niggas
yo.
like, nah, I'm fighting now. Niggas like,
Niggas
nah, we
saying
not
Diddy a
giving niggas all
murderer.
this
Yo,
money.
talking about, I mean, I don't know if you guys heard about the shit with him and what's the dude, Meek Mill?
Come on, man, cut it out.
Yo, that
nigga
shit
said, "What's the
crazy,
dude?"
right?
It's funny, but Meek just put out a hot freestyle. I told that nigga he had 72
Not too much
hours.
on Meek.
He had
Bro.
72 hours of
And he
freedom.
just signed with what was it with Jay-Z shit?
yeah, he about to do
Rock
the
Nation.
Dream Chasers
Rock Nation
label.
for Dream Chasing.
He's starting the Dream Chasers label in conjunction with Rock Nation.
Yeah, big up to that. But that video that came out,
Nigga, them on the water jet, the water ski, whatever the fuck you call it.
Listen,
bro.
Listen.
Chill.
I don't know,
Didn't your
man.
mans used to ride you on? Nah, man. You ain't never ride on.
Hey, yo, y'all did ride on the
nigga,
motorcycle
you got-
together.
No, nigga.
Yo,
I don't know what
No,
the
y'all
fuck
we
niggas
he
was
didn't.
riding on the motorcycle together.
I heard a
didn't.
story about
Nuts and
that.
butts.
Never rode on no
Niggas
fucking
never
That's
rode
the
on a
butt,
motorcycle
y'all
together.
niggas.
Never rode on a motorcycle together, nigga.
Never.
Yeah, they-
Got the
it
banana
was
boat,
a
nigga?
scooter.
I said
On
that
everything.
last
Got the
time.
banana boat.
It was a
niggas.
Never
scooter.
rode on a motorcycle.
The banana boat.
It wasn't a
niggas.
motorcycle. It was a scooter.
Never, nigga.
It was a moped.
I heard the story. You fucking liar.
Why you say something, nigga? Damn.
You said never too many times anyway.
He like to use the extreme words. That's how we know it's not true.
Niggas ain't had no cars, and we was trying to get to the club, nigga.
On the
And listen, nigga.
That's not true.
Nigga,
we
that
never
ride-
rode that shit to
that
the
ride
club,
home
nigga.
was awkward.
Scooted
Why
back.
you ain't taking
We
him on
never
that?
went to the club.
Fucking bike, nigga.
Nah, if you
That
was
ride
really
home was
if-
awkward for
not
y'all
rap
niggas.
around.
yo.
We never went to the club.
if you was really serious, you would have rolled the bike backwards. Pause. No Diddy, you would have been back to back. No
Yeah,
Diddy, you
no
would
way.
have rolled shit like this. And just hope you didn't fall off. If you was really serious.
Nigga would have wore him like a book bag. That nigga wore him like a book bag on the back of
You feel me?
Yo.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Oh man, I knew I
I
heard the fucking story, yo. I was like, yo, it got.
I gotta quit the pod now. I can't keep doing this shit, man.
Niggas telling your
And you
business.
know he was little, so his legs was straight up.
That nigga like
Let
he
me
tried
get
to do a
that lighter real
cartwheel.
quick.
That nigga like he was trying to do a cartwheel off the. No, his hips ain't no good. That nigga just burnt his
Y'all
ankle.
niggas stupid, man.
That shit was.
Yo, the cop came over.
I was
Nigga, I
gonna
went
bring
back
that
to
part up. I was gonna bring that part up.
Nigga, you already put it up on the pod.
I was gonna bring up that part.
Cop pulled over. Was like, hey, get off the sidewalk.
We was trying to park.
Y'all
nigga.
niggas lucky y'all cousins, so
Oh
it's
shit!
make it okay. That's some cousin shit. But if y'all niggas is just friends, niggas, bro,
Right.
yeah, nah,
That
niggas doing some
That was
testy
gay.
shit.
That was super gay.
Get away with some other shit with your siblings that you don't get away with other people.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's funny, yo, because I be seeing
Before
niggas
you
ride
start-
by with a fucking, and it'll be a nigga on the back and a nigga on the driving and shit, and I'm like, y'all niggas
Can't
gay.
But you did it before.
but you did it before, yeah, and proud of it.
I ain't proud of it.
Yes,
nigga.
you was.
I done some things I
Now
wasn't
you-
proud of.
Now you
was like,
being
we went to the
prejudiced and
club.
pushing the
Pause.
narrative. Now you pushing the narrative.
Yeah, right. You racist.
Word up.
shit.
I
shit.
don't. Is
I don't
it
remember
okay
what
to
the
have
topic
secrets? I don't. Yo, it depends on the secrets and the case of the secrets. Like, what is the secret?
Yeah.
Why do you have a secret? But you also never tell everybody everything. Nigga.
Right,
Like,
right,
nigga,
right.
If I used to pee in the bed a lot when I was a kid, I don't need to tell you that. Like, that's a secret.
Do you pee in the bed as an adult though?
Nah, I live with. If you live with
You
a
need
bitch,
to
she
tell
gonna know if you
niggas
pee
that
in the
shit.
You
bed.
gonna find out. You gonna find out the hard
You gonna
way.
know if a nigga pee in the bed.
I don't know, bitch. You gonna wake up like, what did you do?
Yo, the minute Shorty changed the sheets,
Nigga
like,
be like,
what
I
the
peed.
fuck, nigga? What the hell is that?
She don't gotta change the sleeps, nigga. She was sleeping.
I spilled something.
Nah, I'm blaming that shit on you.
I spilled the beer.
Oh
You
shit!
had too much to drink last night, babe.
Yeah. Did you? Nah, keep it a buck. Yeah, I ain't never get too faded and peed in the bed as an adult. Nah. Oh, I did that shit before. I did that shit before.
Damn, we all said that shit.
Y'all niggas capping because all my niggas said it, but the AC always be
I
I threw
on.
up in the bed
together.
one time. I ain't know.
Yeah,
Nigga, a
I
couple
did that.
times.
The AC
did
was
that.
on though.
Boys threw up a couple times.
Nah, it was,
Nah,
it was
niggas
just
throw
one.
up, nigga, but when
I
on
threw
your
up on the
couch.
bed like heavy.
You said it
like,
like
I was
that.
like,
So
oh,
I
I
was
was
saying
on
shit.
it.
I was
You
on the
ended up
couch.
buying another
Nah,
bed like
if
the
you
next
get
day.
too cold, it's a natural mechanism to try to warm yourself up with urine. So when niggas is
know
like,
about
Your
Oh,
brain.
huh?
I don't know about
Huh?
that shit.
For your brain.
that's a fact though.
My
That's
brain never did that shit.
Ever.
Yo, nah, real shit.
Alright, so-
I used to pee in the bed a lot growing up.
Nah, man.
when I was
little,
a kid,
little boys do that.
like until I was like an age that
Just do that.
To the age where he was driving mopeds.
That nigga's 14. That nigga's 14.
Nigga felt cold on the
I was
moped.
like,
he felt cold on
10,
the moped
11.
and started
That's
pissing on
I
himself.
think
Like
that's
12.
I think that's
That's
part-
pretty
you know,
normal.
That's
pretty
normal.
Nah, so I was like 12 years old. I used to piss the fucking bed.
It might not be an every
shit
night
was
thing, but
embarrassing
niggas
as
do
fuck.
that.
I
Niggas
used to
don't
tell
be having
everybody
full
it was a
control
wet
over their
dream.
shit.
I was in puberty at the same time.
That's really a thing. Like if you're fucking like say you stuck in the wild or something happened.
Yeah, you
Like,
can piss on yourself to keep yourself warm.
That's a natural So when a nigga be like comatose drunk, like drunk as fuck, and it's cold in the room, like somebody got the AC on, niggas is known to like pee on themselves, like type shit. So
Like you
That's the first
comatose
time I heard
drunk,
that.
anything could fucking happen.
anything, but true. But
Yeah.
I've known multiple niggas that be like, yeah, I was faded as fuck. I was at this bitch house and I peed in the bed. It is like, it's the most embarrassing thing in the world.
Nigga, that's
Over the
embarrassing.
shorty?
Because your body, if you got to piss,
Cause you don't
nigga, you
have no
gonna
control
piss.
over your shit. Your
You-
blood pressure
yeah.
is low. You fucking slump. Your shit kind of you out of control
Yeah.
of your cognitive function type shit too.
Yeah,
And then you cold too, so your body just like
yeah.
get
Let all that shit out.
Now you done
Yeah.
peed in the bed, looking stupid as fuck. So word to the wise,
After
nigga,
you
don't
got-
get faded as fuck and have the AC on
After you done drunk a gallon
when
of
you done
water.
drunk a
I kind of
gallon
want
of
to
liquor.
try it.
This.
Because that shit never happened
I
before.
think you done did it.
I
but
wanna
you
try
just
it and see
not,
what happens.
just denying it.
Just like the moped.
It's like that.
Oh, niggas gonna keep bringing that shit up,
I
huh?
think you done did it.
Thanks.
And then say
he
never,
brought the shit up,
never,
nigga.
never.
Nigga, you agreed. You admitted it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, nigga. You brought it up.
I did.
Nigga, we were saying never, never.
Hey, yo, Tone, delete,
Yeah, we did it
delete
one
all that
time.
shit
I'm not deleting shit. I'm not deleting shit this week. I'm letting it rock.
this week.
I like this episode. You know what I really think we need to do? We need to get Yex and Hesse at once.
Oh, why?
Cause she was good.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a.
This nigga just want Hesse to come back.
Damn, I do
Oh,
my nigga
nigga,
like that.
no,
I do my nigga like that.
I'm talking
Don't do
about
him like that. Yeah,
dynamics.
don't do him
We
like that.
talking about people that come on the show as regulars
Right.
every now and then, and I'm mixing matching, and I'm going, yo, these are the two best people
Yeah.
that bought things while
They
sitting
would-
on the couch.
They would bring the best out of each other.
I would
Yeah.
like Ryan too, but we already got 3 males, so we're gonna
That
have
nigga was
two,
supposed to be here.
Yeah, we're gonna
tonight.
have 2 females
Lying
back.
ass nigga.
Ryan,
Ryan, your last line. You don't pull up.
It's
Lion
gonna be a
Ryan.
good episode too.
Where's RB?
Right here, nigga.
If Ryan come, you could get up.
Yeah, he can
Yo.
have my seat. I quit.
The host of
I don't
OMH
gotta pay to be
RB.
here no more.
So Is there anything else we can speak on? Because this is
Well,
actually...
I ain't say what the fuck I wanted to say.
I think
What
it's
you
pretty
gonna say?
self-explanatory.
Did you say it?
I mean, niggas done said it.
I got a different opinion on
Everybody
it.
done said the
What
same
else you
exact
got?
shit.
What else?
It
My
depends on what
Go
the
through
fucking
the pad
secret
and see
is.
what else you
nigga.
got in the cut. Let's play one more game or something because we
don't got
actually
no
got
more.
through topics a little faster tonight than we
I
usually
don't
do.
got no
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I don't got no more.
You got,
We don't
you
got-
got
we
another
don't got
3 hours
every
this is
week.
something.
We
got
had an
something.
hour.
Huh?
What you mean we got an hour?
No, we at an hour.
That's it.
That's perfect.
I know. He trying to keep going.
It's an hour.
And then he be
15.
complaining.
We had an hour 15.
That's dope.
I'm
Then he be like, y'all want to do 2 hours.
it's cool. It's cool, but I'm saying while the chemistry is in the room,
We
Yeah,
go.
we
Just to
have-
have an organic
and we
conversation.
have
now.
one more
all right,
thing.
All right. Here we go. Here's one right here. Rich people should help the poor.
In a certain way.
Yep, I agree.
hell yeah.
In a certain way.
Yeah.
You think they
With
should?
their money.
In a certain way, yeah, they should.
With their money. You said with their money. You said in a certain way.
Yeah.
What is a certain way?
Certain way without giving them the money, actually helping their environment.
In what way? Like trees?
No, like living situations.
You said the environment, my nigga.
trees now. I'm going home. Nigga,
Nature is not just
planted
the
some apple
environment.
trees.
You
We
said
got
the environment though. Like that's the first thing that
Nigga,
like
a hood is an environment, nigga.
I get
The
that,
fuck?
but when you say I'm trying to get clarity,
It's a
my nigga,
lot
I'm
of
not coming
environment.
for you, my nigga. Come on, I'm trying to get clarity.
No, you
like,
trying to play me, nigga.
no, I'm
That's
not,
nigga.
nigga. I'm trying to get clarity, my nigga.
Oh, about that. He about to hit us
Everybody
with
didn't
the.
laugh. You would
I
have
just
explained
paid to
it, and
be
it would have
here.
been fine, my nigga.
Nah. It was
That's
an
the same
accident.
shit.
No, it was something else.
That happens sometimes. I gotta put my phone right here.
If niggas didn't laugh, you just would have explained it, and we would have kept going.
Right.
Right, exactly. I wasn't trying to play you, nigga. It just ended up being funny.
Okay.
So
I
can
think the
you
amount that
explain
we
something?
pay on taxes should be a set percentage for everybody.
I think J. Cole had it
For
right,
all
nigga.
people, no matter the tax bracket.
If for my, for
I think the
instance-
rich should definitely pay more taxes.
For instance, I say it like this.
What?
I think they should.
Listen,
Fuck
listen.
that shit.
Nah.
Nigga, Jeff Bezos paying $0 in taxes?
Whoa. All right. That's
The
a different
1%.
conversation.
What is happening right now?
Let
That's
me
what I'm
finish
saying.
real quick. He said he think the rich should pay more,
More taxes.
and then you said Jeff Bezos paying 0.
Right.
Should they pay more than 0, or should they pay
No
more
shit,
than?
it's pay more than
wait,
0.
hold on. Should they pay more than 0, or should they pay more than the poor?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
I think
If
they
we if we set a fixed rate on tax,
Then it
when the
doesn't
fuck,
matter
bro?
how much it is because it's based
Everybody
off your
pays the
income.
fixed rate.
It's based
Yo,
off your
it's
income.
like when we go to the store.
You're right.
If you rich or you poor, we all
pay
buy
the
the
same
same
price,
thing. You pay
yeah.
6% sales tax. So say
You're
tax
right.
was 10%. If tax was 10% across the board, if I make 100,000, I pay 10%.
Yeah.
If I make 50, I pay 10%. If I make 100 million, I pay 10%.
You know what? I agree with that.
Everybody across
here's
the
the
board
thing.
pays
Should there still be
10%.
write-offs though?
Right. Here's the thing. Write-offs is where you kill it.
Because it's a dub on that because everybody pays 10%. Fuck all the write-offs.
so it
Everybody
doesn't matter.
pays 10%.
It doesn't matter
write-offs.
that I'm putting all this money into my business.
Right.
to make that 10%.
Because at the end of the day, I
Everybody
got a
pays
gross.
10%.
I got a gross income, and then I got a net income.
If
I got
every-
what I actually
that's,
took home.
That's how we
Yeah.
keep it even.
Nigga, half
if
the time
everybody
niggas be
pays
lying on that
10%.
shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but at the end of the day, there's still money that I had to put.
And that's
into
why
my
Jeff
business
Bezos don't
that
pay no fucking
listen,
tax.
Cool,
Yeah,
but there's
exactly.
still money that I had to put into my business
Boom.
that I did not
Hey,
take home.
hey, brother.
So if
Hey,
you
brother.
take 10%, if I
Hey,
owe,
brother.
if I made $1 million,
Is
but
it- is
I
it-
actually
bro,
made 100,000,
bro, but listen.
you take 10%, you
Bro,
take
listen.
$10,000 away from me.
Listen, no.
Nah,
At the- at-
you taking 100,000. You taking everything I made.
Right. I was gonna
No.
say versus.
Listen,
if
no,
you take
no.
$1 million, that's 100,000. That's everything I got.
The company made X amount of dollars, but if the company has to pay people out, cool. But at the end of the day, a fixed ratio is the thing that makes it consistent and even for everyone, which says, yo, if you make more, shit, I know I make more. I know I'm going to pay a little bit more, but everybody giving 10%.
But here's the thing.
Versus, yo, these niggas get 40. These niggas, middle class niggas giving 40% is crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
While a nigga
It's
that can
crazy.
make 100 billion pay 0, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
So at the end of the day,
the extremes is crazy.
10%
But
across the board,
hold on.
figure
Let's,
the
let's
rest
keep
of
it
it
a
out.
stack though. Let's keep it a stack. Middle class could also pay 0%.
No, niggas
they
have
can't.
jobs.
Yes, they
They're not
can.
the employers.
It
No,
depends.
middle class isn't based off of if you have a job or not. Middle class is based off of how much money you
Yeah,
make.
but write-offs,
but
write-offs
some
is
middle class people can
write-offs
pay
is based
100K,
off whether you
yeah,
own a
yeah.
business
Not
or not.
most middle class.
I know. I wasn't saying most or anything. I'm
Work-
just saying
so
middle
work-
class
clarify.
can
Work-
still.
middle
Listen,
class.
working class people Working class people do not own businesses and do not have the option to do all the write-offs that other niggas do. On top of that, the
Working
motherfucking
class
tax,
and middle class is two different classes.
Yeah, but it's the same class because most of the middle class people are working people. Let's be clear.
There's overlap.
Yeah, it's overlap, but let's be real on the majority.
Working class is anywhere from I think like 30,000 to like maybe 80.
Middle class now
middle
is
class
considered 250,000.
Up to 250.
Somebody who make $250,000
could be a doctor, but guess what? Them taxes come out your check.
Yeah.
Right.
They get what I'm saying? The taxes come out they check. So they don't have a dispute on that shit, nigga. Payroll, ADP do that, nigga. And then you get your check and they took what they took.
Right.
So if it's 10% across the board, hey, guess what? I already know y'all niggas about to freak the books anyway. Y'all niggas been freaking the books. Y'all niggas.
But you just said no write-offs.
Listen, y'all niggas been freaking the books. We want 10%. That's it. A clean 10%. Do whatever else you want with everything else.
10% of what though?
Right, because if I made $1 million
Is it-
and I
is it-
only took home 100,
Yo,
but you taxing me on my gross,
listen,
you take everything I
the
got.
The company is paying X amount of dollars because when you pay the employees taxes
But see, here's
come
the
out
thing.
checks.
Here's the
Y'all know
thing.
that.
It's not. Hold on.
That's
Here's
not
the
the
thing.
point, though.
It's not
We're not
always.
talking about. We're
it's
not talking about
always the
owner's
company
draws.
because sometimes
we're not
you're
talking
not
about
the
owner's
company.
draws. Niggas do owner's draws because we don't have payroll because there's a couple niggas on the companies. We do owner's draws. At the end of the day, if the company makes X amount of dollars and the company pays X amount of
Gross
dollars,
or net?
nigga, we talking about 10%.
You tax
nigga.
gross.
Gross
Yeah.
or net?
10%
nigga?
of gross.
10%
net
of gross
gross,
because
yeah.
net is what you get after the
So
taxes.
again,
You
the
know that.
company can still have the same exact investments. The company can make $1 million, but really the net is 100,000. You take 10%, and now the company
made
has
nothing.
nothing.
Listen.
Company made nothing,
They're not
bro.
taking it after the.
They're not. You're.
But that's my point.
if my gross is
you
$1
had
million,
too much bourbon,
and I'm
because
taking
you had too
10%.
much bourbon, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's not how the numbers get taken. You
It
niggas
don't
do
come
y'all.
after the net. It comes like he said. It is the taxes.
No,
that-
taxes are currently based off of your net profit.
The percentage.
It's currently based off of your net.
Taxes is based off your net profit.
It's based off
listen,
of your net.
Listen,
it's
taxes
That's
is
what write-offs
No,
are.
listen. Taxes is based off your net profit if you're a business owner, but taxes is based off of your gross if you work at a job because it comes out your check. So the point is, if all these niggas
we're
would have
talking about a
Yeah,
business.
nigga,
A
so
business makes
I'm a business owner
investments.
too, nigga. But what I'm
a
telling
Why
job-
are you talking about
At
working
my
at a
what-
job?
what job?
We're
I
talking
walk
about
in,
a
I
business.
clock
but
in,
because
and I
most
walk out.
people are
But
workers.
we're talking
and
about
not,
a business. That's
Rich
literally
people-
the
If you
topic
got to
we're
put it
bringing up.
across the board,
Nigga,
then
rich
across
people,
the board
rich
gotta make
people
sense.
should help the poor. How is rich people helping the poor if they give 0% on taxes, nigga? So if y'all niggas all pay 10%
So hold
across
on,
the
though.
board,
So hold
it's
on.
equal, nigga.
Hold on, though.
What the fuck
Hold
are you
on, though.
talking about?
Right.
But are there
Nigga,
other
I pay 10%, the
other
company pay
ways?
10%,
Are there
nigga, we
other
don't pay
ways
that,
to?
nigga.
Are there other ways
That's
to
how
help
we
the
make
poor?
it
though?
equal.
Are there other ways to
You
help the
figure it
poor?
the fuck out after the fact, nigga, because all you doing is lying on
Tell
the
'em, tell 'em,
cooking the
God
books.
damn it.
Are there
All
other
niggas do
ways?
is cook the books. All niggas do is cook the books.
Stop cheating the system, nigga.
no.
Stop cheating the
10%
system,
of
bitch.
$100 billion and cook the books
Stop.
to pay zero.
Right.
But you
Meanwhile, this
talking
nigga
about-
done gave up
you talking
about cooking the
7,000.
books.
He made 23.
You talking about
That
cooking
nigga
the
That
books?
shit's stupid,
That shit
bro.
crazy.
You talking about cooking the books, but if I'm not cooking the books and I'm doing
Nigga,
it the
who's
right
not
way,
cooking the books?
if I'm not cooking the books,
Who's
I'm doing
not
it the
cooking
right
the
way,
books?
and I made
Trump
$1 million
don't
in
pay taxes.
gross,
He said,
but
I'm cooking the books,
100,000 in
I'm
net.
smart. Niggas been cooking the
Here's
books.
what I would
Everybody's
like.
cooking
Go ahead,
the
yes.
books.
Hold on,
Yex the
go
guest.
ahead.
Shut
Yeah,
up, Tone.
yeah,
You have a good accountant, they
She
cooking
been
the
quiet.
books.
She
The
been
books
quiet.
get cooked.
I ain't never had a
Way
cookbook.
too seasoned.
Is it good?
Too much season. Way too seasoned.
Apparently not. If I'm paying zero in taxes, nigga.
Yeah,
That
nigga,
shit
too
just
seasoned.
right. That shit
zero
seasoned just right,
taxes.
nigga.
I
just feel
personally
like y'all
made
speaking.
$1 this
I just
year,
feel
but
like
the company made
y'all
100 billion.
speaking hypothetically about businesses.
Not at
no,
all.
not at all.
Hold
Not
on.
at all.
Hold on.
Nah,
Let
they,
me.
they own businesses and shit. So
No. That's not what I meant. That is not what I meant.
Let her finish.
Yeah, y'all be in sync, and y'all both be doing that same thing at the same time.
You notice that shit too?
This is my brother.
That's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
person
yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
my brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
doing that
Same
bullshit in
time.
unison. Doing that bullshit in unison.
Hold up, nigga. Damn. Y'all speaking hypothetically on businesses that when Tone said they cooking the books, they really got offshore accounts. They not even accounting for bread in the United States.
So we're not disagreeing with you. The situation that we put forward
So I'm saying you say 10% off, which to a degree I agree with, but that's only based off what is reported, not what they actually make. or generate.
Absolutely. So my only argument is we can't do 10% of gross. It has to be 10% of net.
Nah, that was just an example.
But when niggas,
But
when
every time
niggas
we
start
ask
saying
you-
I netted 0, and you didn't net 0,
Right.
y'all niggas cooked. And guess what? Them other
And
people
niggas say
paid.
But what about when you actually netted 0?
Yo, if you
Because that's
act-
possible.
If you actually,
That's the thing.
If you
Your
act-
first 5 years in the business, you're supposed to net
bro,
0.
Bro. If niggas actually netted 0 for real, then there should be some form of a clause.
And
You'll
you
be able
in
to,
debt,
you'll be
nigga.
able
I
to
don't
figure
give a
that
fuck.
shit out in some way, shape, or
No,
form.
you are in
You
debt.
in debt for like
No,
your
but
whole
you
life,
are in
nigga.
debt. That's the thing.
But
That's the whole point that I'm
but
making.
this
You
is the thing,
are
this-
in
but
debt.
this
You
is
still
my
got
point.
shit you gotta pay.
But this
You
is
ain't
also
gotta
my point. There's tax brackets, and people get taxed differently based off tax bracket.
Currently.
Boom, tax brackets. Let's kill tax bracket and find a fixed tax rate across the board for everybody, because that means, yo, we're all contributing the same thing to our economy in our country, which means, yo, if you make less, you're going to give less, but it's still your 5 to 10%, whatever number we choose.
Right.
If you make more, you're going to give your 5 to 10%, whatever we choose. The problem is that they tax some of y'all, well, people who make more money higher, almost close to 40%. That's half. Who the fuck wants to give anybody 50% of anything? That's stupid. But guess what? If you niggas actually gave up 10%, if they changed the number, them niggas at the high up will probably go, you know what? We donate that much money a year. We could just pay our taxes. It's cool.
Right.
But they don't want to pay it because who the fuck wants to give 50%? So niggas is cooking the books. So if you make $10,000 and your taxes are $1,000,
So here's the thing. They don't got to cook the books. There's plenty of legal, easy fucking ways to avoid taxes.
yeah, that's still cooking the books.
It's not, though.
Yo, anything you do to avoid paying taxes when you make a whole bunch of money is just cooking the books. It's
So,
a
nigga,
turn.
we cook the
it's,
books.
it's a, everybody cook. Everybody
At
with a
that point.
business cooks the books.
I don't
Everybody
cook
does
shit.
that. I don't cook shit.
I think cooking the books is definitely different from finding loopholes, but
Yo, cooking the books in front of the loophole
Cooking the books
is
sound like some fraud shit. That's what it sounds like when
when a
I
nigga-
hear cooking the
when-
books.
Yeah,
it
because
sound
at
like
the
some
end of the
fraud
day,
shit.
bro, if I had to pay X amount of dollars for marketing in order to get my business to this level, that's not cooking the books.
Yeah, but at the same time, nigga, you ain't pay $40,000. I'm gonna say that number.
No. You definitely could pay.
You
You could
could-
pay
you-
60,
But
70%.
here's the thing: you got to show the receipts because a lot of times when
Yo, listen.
you're a company that big,
Right.
they're
Listen,
gonna audit
you
your
have to
ass.
go-
listen,
show the receipts.
What I'm saying is, do you niggas think it's okay for multi-billion-dollar companies to pay zero taxes?
No,
Okay. So would you feel better if those
Yes.
multi-billion-dollar would you feel better as a citizen?
I don't think you should help the
Would-
poor.
as a
why not?
No, hold on. Let's do both because
I don't-
let's do
Why
both because
not?
Listen,
hold on because you're a part,
I'm gonna get into it.
hold on.
I'm gonna get into
Yeah,
it.
we'll
You're,
get into
you're a
it.
part owner in the company and you got a job. Every week them niggas take that money out your check.
absolutely.
What you do on the back end with the company is one thing, but them niggas take that money out your check. Would you not feel better if you knew, yo, everybody in the country is getting taxed the same amount? So whether I'm bitching about what I'm getting taxed, everybody giving these niggas 7%. Everybody giving them the same
Listen,
amount.
Yeah.
I don't got an issue with everybody having a flat fucking the same tax, but I just don't like it being off of gross.
Off of gross. That's our
Right?
only.
That's the
point.
only thing I don't like. If everybody pay the same set rate, because I hate the brackets. The brackets
only
are stupid
reason
as
why
fuck.
he brought up
What you mean I
gross
gotta
is
give you
because most of the-
60%
the
just because I
majority
made
of the
more
country-
money? That's dumb as
everybody
fuck.
else
working
is getting
class
taxed
So
It's
now
off of
why
gross.
shouldn't the rich?
So
So
I
here's
don't
the
I don't
thing.
agree
We all
that the
get taxed
rich
off of gross.
I
Yeah,
don't
here's
we all
the
get
thing.
taxed off of gross.
Hold on, I want to hear this.
I don't think the rich should help the poor because the poor, at the end of the day, a lot of people, and I'm not going to say all, but a lot of the poor is in that position because they choose to be in that
Ain't no
position.
fucking way.
That is true.
Why you said that? That
Listen,
nigga scratch
listen,
the back
hold
of
on,
his head.
hold on.
Because it
I
sounds
didn't say
terrible.
all.
You said that.
I didn't say all.
I
at all.
know where he's coming
I
from,
didn't
but it
say
sounds
all.
terrible.
Hey, a lot of
Look,
homeless
look.
people.
All right, check me
Some
out.
homeless people are in that position because they choose to be homeless, and we've
Right,
done
right.
experiments.
That's where
to
I'm
see
getting
that.
at.
But
Drug
everybody
addicts are in
that's
that
poor
position.
ain't poor because
Exactly,
they just want to be
because they
poor.
choose to be
Niggas
drug
is born
addicts.
into being
Yeah,
poor, nigga. Some niggas
Addiction is
fucked up.
a literal disease.
Addiction is a disease, but it also starts with the choice.
That's true. You chose to do them
It
drugs.
starts
Yo,
with
he
a
chose to
choice.
do the drugs.
Chose to do them drugs.
Most of you. There's some cases where you know,
Right, right,
you
right,
just-
right.
As
That's-
drug
absolutely.
dealers, that's how we
Diseases are
justify
choices?
selling it.
No, I didn't
we
say
not
the
selling
disease
it
is
to
the
nobody
choice,
that
but
don't want it.
I honestly don't believe addiction is a disease.
No. I believe it. I believe it's a disease because it's a mental disease. Because
That's
after a certain point,
oxymoronic.
you can't do without it, and you'll get sick if you don't have it.
I believe when you came up here with that white jean jacket that you was gonna say some shit that I ain't like. I believe that. That's what I believe. Because I knew you was gonna say some shit.
Nah, so
that's oxymoronic as fuck. That they whatever you was just saying, that shit just don't make no sense. I need you to explain it to me.
all right, so which part? Because I said a couple different things.
You were saying that they choose to be there, and then you was expanding.
So all right, so if you choose to smoke crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time you ever smoked crack,
You said the disease is not a choice.
No,
But the step to it is a choice.
the step 2, the first time you ever smoked crack was a choice. Now you know damn well that crack is an addictive ass drug,
Hit the butter.
but you went and go ahead and hit that shit, right? And then the
So
second
you
time,
feel the method is a choice.
Yo, the first time you hit the pussy, it was good to you.
yeah,
Then you was out here doing a lot of things to get some pussy.
you knew that shit. You chose to.
She was burning.
The thing is you chose to put yourself in the predicament. I said that all wrong.
No,
You got it right.
I said,
yeah.
so you chose to
Hear
put yourself there, and now you know that it's hard to get yourself out of it. So you shouldn't have put yourself there in the first place.
All right. Let me just say this really quickly. Because you saying that addiction is a disease. Some people just so happen to be addicted to drugs. Some people addicted
Just
to
so
alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Some people addicted to food. Food is not a choice. Your
Food
body
is not a
needs
choice.
food to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Addiction is addiction, though. Sex is an addiction. It
also
sets
need
off the
sex to
same
survive.
reward centers in the brain. All of this.
I also need
sets off
sex
the same
dopamine.
reward centers in the brain.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
If food, let's use food as an example.
Should
If
be
food,
way too seasoned.
It should be way too seasoned.
Right.
If food-
That shit's so good though. That shit's so good.
It's something that we need to live. It is. All right. I feel like I'm doing the same thing I did the first time, where it sounded a little like disconnected.
You gotta make sure for them.
Disconnected.
Land the plane. Land the plane.
You got it.
Land the plane.
You gotta let her land it. Let her land it. Let her land it.
No, food is a need that we have.
Right.
Addiction just so happens to show up in that form. Right? Addiction is the disease. It comes first. How do you say what
type of food maybe?
No, that the step towards addiction, when addiction is inherent, is a choice. When the addiction itself is not a choice.
So
that's what I'm saying is oxymoronic. It doesn't make any sense.
Can I ask you a question?
What if you addicted to eating pussy?
Oh my God.
How does that work?
So let me ask you a
You
question.
just gotta keep on eating pussy.
Are there ways to overcome addiction?
Are there ways to overcome
Hell
addiction?
yeah,
Yes,
it's
there
called
are.
rehab.
All right.
Just like there are to overcome cancer.
So how do you overcome addiction?
Nigga, we
I
not
don't know,
addicted
I'm not
to
an
shit, so
addict.
we don't know.
So
Yeah.
you do through one of those ways, right? The 12-step program, AA meetings.
Greg basically saying he
whatever
don't
the
have
fucking case
empathy
is.
or sympathy
So-
for nobody that's fucked them
No,
niggas.
that's
I'm
not what I'm
getting my
saying at
shit
all.
off.
That's what
I'm
it kinda
saying-
sounds like,
That's
though,
not
a
what I'm
little
saying at all. What I'm saying is
You don't give a
you
fuck
have to make a choice to
Just
get
say what
out
you're
of
saying,
it,
Greg.
right? To change to get to relieve yourself from the addiction, right?
So if you look at addiction,
You can't relieve yourself from addiction unless you
if you
Greg
look
choose
at
said I'm not helping
addiction,
nobody
right?
but my
the-
niggas.
the,
Period. Just say that. And we can respect that. Just say that. I don't give a fuck about helping nobody but
Hold
my
on.
niggas.
Addiction.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I see. I would look. You give me $1 billion. Me personally, I would help out my community. There's a lot of stuff that I would do to make sure that people are straight and that we can elevate and uplift. But I don't think I should. See, I don't think I should be. I don't think I should be required to do that. I don't think that I should do that. I think that me as a good person, that's what I should want to do.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Like, for somebody to come to me and say, yo, you got $1 billion, you need to give us a half of that so that way the city could be better. I don't agree with that.
fuck?
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
why-
that's
why
okay.
gotta be half? I mean,
I don't think you should
hey.
tell me I should give you $1.
All right, so it's clear to say
I don't think you should look at me and say, Greg got all that money.
Rich people
Why
should help
There's
the
a
poor,
majority
but
of
that's
rich
my
people that
choice.
don't help.
Rich
though.
people should want to help the poor.
Yeah, should want to. That makes you a better person.
Should and should want to. Even though you
No,
should,
no.
even though it says you should, is not saying that you're required.
Right.
That's somebody saying their opinion is that nigga, you got all this, you should
I was
help.
gonna say that, but you said it first.
Yeah.
Should doesn't mean that you're required. So at the end of the day, nigga, it's up to you whether you want to be a piece of shit
And
or
that's
not.
exactly what
Yeah.
you said.
If
They
you wanna be a
should.
piece
So,
of
They
shit,
should.
then go ahead,
so
be
cool.
piece of shit.
So
But they
now
don't.
it's you're a piece of shit if you don't.
Yeah, you are.
Because what if I have
That's
$1
not
billion
the question,
and
though.
my $1 billion is
No,
not
but
to
they
help
brought
the
it up.
poor.
They brought it to
My
them.
$1 billion is not to help the poor, but it's to help my family and my people.
Yeah, but your people
Right?
are
But your
poor.
people
My,
are
no,
poor.
no, no, no,
No, nigga,
my
I'm a billionaire.
family.
My people ain't poor.
My
people's
family, my mother, my father,
Your
my
money ain't they
descendants.
money.
I want to
Your
create
net ain't they
I got
generational
$1 billion,
wealth within my
nigga.
last
Still,
name.
niggas still poor.
That
They
makes
ain't
me a
poor,
piece
Your
of
nigga.
money
shit.
could get fucked up.
They may
real
not be
fast.
rich.
Because
but
at the
they
end of the
ain't
day,
poor.
I
Niggas
could
is
give
poor,
I could
bro.
give
Niggas is
all this
aight.
money to the community,
Niggas
and then the
decent.
community fucks it
Niggas
up.
die.
But how many?
What
niggas?
did I really put in?
My niggas.
How
What
many
did I
niggas
do?
you making decent?
What did I do for the
My
community?
niggas.
That's the number. When you start putting this shit on paper, right? I could give y'all niggas an upfront amount, but say I give everybody in my family millions of dollars, right? $1 million apiece. That's $100 of us. Giving y'all niggas $1 million apiece. It's $100 million.
No, you got $1 billion.
But that's 1 year. But these niggas fuck that money up. And then next year you gotta get them niggas that money again. And next year,
No,
you
hell
gotta
no.
get
Ain't
them
no
niggas
next
that
year.
money.
Hell no.
So
So
you going to my point, bro?
Ain't no
So
next
that's the
year.
point.
You going to my
It's
point?
different though. It's
That's the
not.
point.
It's not. Here's $1 million.
But help can
No.
mean is totally different things, bro.
Exactly.
Like I mean, yeah, you could give them money, but also, like I said before, the environment.
Niggas give a
and
lot of
where
money to
you
these
could give
programs.
them a house,
Give 'em a
maybe a
treat.
home.
That's money.
A car.
Give them
Not
some
re-
plants.
You gotta spend money to
didn't-
give a house or a
listen,
car.
Yes, but
You're
you
not
don't give
getting
it
no
to
house or a
them.
car
Give us some
without
clean
money.
You
air.
don't give it to them.
Who do you give it to?
You give it to the bank. You bought the house
So
for
how are you
them.
helping them?
You bought the house
So
for
I spent
them.
money.
My analogy is
You
always
didn't
this,
give
right?
them the
Oh, I'm
money.
gonna help
You
you.
didn't
I
get the poor
spent
nigga
money.
money.
I'm
But
gonna
I
say this.
spent money.
Yo, the projects wasn't built fucked up. Niggas didn't take care of it.
Niggas didn't take
Facts.
care of it. Facts.
But bro, you getting to my point though.
I'm
literally-
sort of getting to your point, but at the end of the day, when they say should help, how are you helping? It doesn't mean you just helping monetarily. Are you giving niggas the resources and the education that they need to better
The
themselves?
education. That's I think where a lot of it is
That's
missed.
help.
'Cause a
Help
lot of-
is help.
Right,
So,
right, right.
so why do I
But-
gotta be
Niggas
rich
throwing
to
money.
educate?
But a
What's
lot
the
of
help?
people hear help and they rich people help poor, it automatically brings up connotation of monetary
It's
value.
just not just money. I can
Because
teach
you
how
got
to
the
get
word
some money.
rich
because
and
you
you
got
got
the
the word
rich and you got
poor.
the word poor.
Yeah.
So all people are going to look at it as is
Yeah,
rich
I'm
should
a-
give
I'm
to the
a-
poor
And that's
monetarily.
exactly how it is looked at.
Yeah, so-
Because you're rich, you need to financially help me. That's how it's
But
looked at.
but in reality, a lot of rich people choose not to financially invest in people, but they see themselves in people, so they actually give them a
Perfect example, right?
opportunity to-
Hawaii went
to
through
grow.
that shit a couple months ago, right? And everybody,
All the
all those
billionaires,
billionaires came through over there and asked for fundraising instead of giving up their own money for.
Yeah.
And they had it.
Yeah.
Why?
And then they bought houses.
And then
right
they bought
after.
houses.
Yeah, that was a
Like,
scheme.
why the fuck you do that for?
That was a scheme.
That was fucked up.
Come help
Why
build
is
up
it
our
fucked up?
community.
It's fucked
Why
up.
is that fucked up? Why do I
Because
have to
you
give my
over
own
here
money?
portraying that you want to raise money where you had the money to give to charity.
But at the end of the day, I know because I have money, I have influence as well. So my influence is helping other people go ahead and donate, and that's
yeah,
that's not being stingy at all.
because you know who.
Because at the end of the day,
no.
did my
Listen to
influence
this.
raise
Listen to
the
this.
money or did it not?
When you raise the money,
If I-
who
if
you
my-
asking the money
did-
from?
did my
Who you
influence
asking the
buy
money
the-
from?
did my
Are you asking
influence-
from
It's
other
just
rich
your
people?
influence
Or are you
buy
asking
the
for
power?
poor people?
Is it just your
Yo, Lauren,
influence?
he talking
How
like a
do
white
rich
person.
people become
why I
rich?
like that he married
Is
me.
it just your influence, the
She
means
just
by
ghetto.
which
It's
you
by the
become
people.
rich?
Keep that
You
nigga
become rich from people.
So you're asking poor people to
You
donate,
become rich from capitalism often in this country.
right?
So y'all might be business
y'all,
owners,
hold on,
but
y'all.
what is the definition of rich? Like, at what point do you become rich?
hold on.
And
Hold
if
on,
so,
hold on.